Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panther fans by Panther fans. And let me tell you, the Carolina Panthers have been very busy in free agency. Dan Morgan's first year in the role officially, and they have been busy, man. We're going to have a big time show tonight. If you would like to join, the link is in the chat room on the YouTube and Facebook video. And if you would like to come and be a part of this conversation, hit the StreamYard, jump in, and let's talk some Carolina Panthers, man. You know, I've got the usual suspects and some old favorites joining the stream, man. You know I appreciate them. First up, you know him, you love him. He might tell you to shut the hell up. It's Panther Pickle. Pickle, what's up, brother?
What's up, boys? I did not expect to be this active, but we's here. And you know what? It's a welcome sight. I don't think we've ever been this active. Not way back in the John Fox era to now. I don't think we've ever been this active from opening day to start. I've heard of those people, some of the ones we've added today, somebody will say, always mid, oh, we ain't that good. Listen, if you get picked up 3 days after the free agent period started, you're probably not a superstar. People need to calm down about that shit. And listen, it is what it is. It is what it always will be. Shut the hell up. It's Friday free for all time.
Basically, what Pickle is saying, we have a ham sandwich for lunch, and you should be happy about that ham sandwich. You know what? Amen. I'm hearing that good word, brother. I appreciate you. Next up, my man carrying the C3 banner for everyone to see. The brand ambassador, my man Diesel Skills. What up, brother?
Man, glad to be on here for another Friday Free for All. Thanks for having me on, Cody. We appreciate you as always for hosting this knockdown dragout fight that we have each and every Friday at 7 p.m. Jackson Brown wrote a song. It was called Running on Empty. And in a lot of ways, the Carolina Panthers are doing that very same thing this season, running on empty on a 2-15 season, trading away our best players to try to piece together a team that might work for a first-year head coach and a first-year GM. And, Panther Pickle said it, and I've repeated it multiple times because it's made such an impression on me. As fans, we're just holding on. We're holding on to that thread, a thread of hope, or a string of hope, as he said, that we're hanging on to, that this Carolina Panthers team is going to be somewhat successful next season and at least headed in the right direction. We've been downtrodden, but we're on the way back. We've made some good signings, and things are looking better than they were, to say the least. So I'm excited about what the Panthers are doing, and I hope everyone else is excited about this Friday free-for-all. Let's come. Let's get on the show. Let's participate. Let's give your Panthers opinions right here on the C3 Panthers podcast. And Cody Lasting. Thank you, sir.
Man, Don, you are the man, brother. Diesel Skills does it like no one else and gets everybody pumped for the C3 Friday free-for-all, man. Next up, man, this guy is a legend of the C3 Nation, man. He read out the draft pick of our former Carolina Panther, Brian Burns. He is my friend, Nova Black. Nova Black, what's up, man? How are you, brother?
What's up, C3? What's up, Cody? I'm well, man. What's up, everybody? I'm just happy to be here. It's been a while. My job and my career just kept me so busy. I haven't been able to attend anything football, but I've worked my way up, and I've earned my right to say, hey, listen, I need some time. It's free agency is going crazy. I need to be off so I can be on this Friday free for all. So here I am. I got my little 2 cents that I want to put in there. Of course, I was there. I got to say, hey, we drafted Brian Burns. They traded my guy, but I ain't mad because you know what? A lot of wrong was done, and sometimes the right thing is the unpopular thing, and there's going to be a lot of mad people, a lot of hurt feelings, and all that good stuff along with my own. I'm angry. So let's get this C3 popping.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate your presence, man. It's going to be a great discussion. Next up, man, I got my boy Wes Justin back on the show. It's been a minute, brother, and I see that setup you got there, man. You look like you're coming from the year 2054 or something, dog.
What's up, baby? How y'all doing? I fucking miss you guys.
Yeah, happy to have you back, man. Shit. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy shit. Listen, we've made some fun signings on the defense. Not necessarily the biggest names, but hey, man, it's something like Pickle said. We're gonna have to deal with what we're dealing with. But last but certainly not least, we got my man Josh, Cookie Monster. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? It's been a
What's
while
up, bro?
since I've been
What's up,
on.
Josh?
Hope y'all been good, man.
Yeah.
Work's been busy, man, so it's just good to be able to tune in with you guys on a Friday finally.
Hell yeah, man. Really appreciate y'all. Hey, to everyone watching, thank you for spending your time with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hey, jump in via StreamYard if you want to come and talk some Panther football. So, gentlemen, the Panthers have been very busy. We've made some additions along the defensive line. DJ Wonton is amongst them, but one of the most recent ones is former LSU football player and former Jacksonville Jaguar Von Chaisson signing a 1-year deal, $5 million max deal. Former first rounder finds a new home in Carolina. It's basically going to be him and DJ Wonton now on the edge for the Panthers. Gentlemen, how are we feeling about this? It's
I'm
a free
feeling
for all,
pretty good.
baby. Jump on it.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I really am. We've added 9 folks. Most of those are on defense. I love the 2 guards. I did a space the other day. Y'all check it out if you like. But a lot of folks are saying that we overpaid for Robert Fuller or for Robert the guard. We did not. We did not pay for Robert Hunt. We did not. You got to go beyond what's advertised. If you look at the details of the contract, we can actually get out of it really easy and save a bunch of money in 2 years. If we choose to do that, if the need was there. I don't think it is. For the first time since I could ever remember, no, I take that back. I can remember. Many years ago, the Panthers needed a left guard. Well, John Fox was tired of the bullshit. So he went to Jerry Richardson and said, I need a veteran left guard, and I'm tired of the crap that's been brought in here. So Jerry spoke with Marty, and Marty went out and signed the best guard that entered the free agent market. He was from Green Bay. We brought him in. That's the last time we actually went out and bought an experienced guard. No more of these guards that's played on 5 or 6 different teams. They say, oh, they're a veteran guard. Yeah, because they floated from one practice squad to another. These guys are experienced veteran guards that's played in one team. They know their job, and I'm happy for him to come in.
Yeah.
And I am so impressed. I saw a video today. I was going to be in, but I had to throw this in there. I don't know if you've seen it. It was on the Panthers. I think it was on the Panthers Twitter account.
Twitter page.
Taylor Motrin was standing.
Oh, I'm gonna show that video. Yeah,
Jesus.
we're gonna, dude. He
He's taller than Motrin.
bro. He is. You know what he looks like?
He
looks like a power lifter, like someone that could lift up 600 pounds.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy. If I told him to shut up, it'd best be online because I scared.
Let me go to my man Diesel Skills. What are you making of these new pass rush signings? And what do you think this means for our defense this year?
We're trying to find some value in free agency. This guy was a first round pick that we have on the screen now. He didn't do great things in Jacksonville yet, but we're going to give him a shot here in Carolina. We need a lot of depth at edge rusher here as well. So this guy in particular may be a replacement for a YGM. He may be a replacement for a Marquise Haynes that is also I don't believe with the team any longer. So somebody like this is a guy that can come in rotation, get some good speed off the edge, and maybe make some plays for us this year. The type of deal that we signed him to, he's on a prove it deal anyway. So if he's going to stay here in Carolina, he's got to play his best ball, to kind of stay in the league type thing. As far as Wonton, I feel like Wonton is more of an every down guy. And he had good production last year. Of course, he was across from Danielle Hunter. We know Hunter is a much better talent than Wonton, and that's okay. How many times have we said we can't fill every hole on this roster? But they're taking a stab at it. They're trying to get some players in here that could possibly outperform their previous year stats. If they're given a little more opportunity. So I like the moves here at edge. And I got to tell you, this was the one position I was most worried about of us getting field. So we may be really weak here. The guy we got today, he may start every game for us, because we don't have enough people in rotation to be really effective with a great pass rush. But we got two really good defensive tackles, and Derek Brown and the other one we signed. I'm sorry, I'm pulling a blank on that one. It's like James Robinson, right?
Yeah, Fuller. Do you mean the new safety that we just signed?
No, the defensive tackle we had signed a few days ago.
Oh yeah,
Ison Robinson.
Ison Robinson. So just for some context, DJ Wonton since 2021 played in 71% of Minnesota's total defensive snaps, 20 sacks, 40 quarterback hits, 19 tackles for loss, 1 defensive touchdown. I mean, this man has been a difference maker on a good defensive line. Do you think that maybe, even though they're not superstars, DJ Wonton and K'Lavon Chaisson, that could be maybe like a good 1-2 punch? Nova, what say you, baby? Nova Black, you're on mute, brother. I don't know if Nova can hear me. All right, we're going to my man Justin. Justin, what's up?
Yeah, I'm on mute. My bad. Can you hear me?
You're good. Yeah, go ahead, man. You're all good.
All right. So here's my take on this guy. When I first seen the signing, I was disappointed. I'm like, okay, I hope it's just depth. I was high on him coming out of the draft. I thought he might have been a low first rounder or whatever, and I was underwhelmed with whatever he had going on in Jacksonville. I didn't keep up with all of the injuries and all of that or whatever, kept him out. But all I know is he ain't did jack doodoo for a first round pick. But now that I think about it, we have our seasoned veteran at pass rush. We've got our second year rookie on the pass rush, and we have this guy who's a former first round pick. I don't know what his opportunities was like in Jacksonville. I ain't really looked into him like that, but I'm hoping with the right leadership, with the right coaches, with the right mentality that, they can compensate all together for the loss of Brian Burns. The problem with that is signing this guy may be an indictment on either Chase Young or Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
And that's my only input on this guy.
And we do have some news about Chase Young. Chase Young was supposed to visit with the New Orleans Saints at some point today, and then he called them and said that he either had to reschedule or he's turning down the visit. But people are wondering if he already has his mind made up as to where he might come. So maybe even Chase Young is still on the menu too. And bro, that would be one incredible pass rush rotation for 1 year, man. Like, they're not necessarily superstars, but man, you could have a pass rush by committee. That might not be a bad thing. Justin, what say you, man? How you feel Dan Morgan has done thus far through his free agency?
Oh, well, of course, I hated to see people go like Dante and Brian. I hated to see them go because I love them, of course. But what I think we're doing is we're signing key role players, and these role players are actually pretty fucking good at playing the role that they've been given. So, like the linebacker from Denver, like look at his numbers, dude's solid. You give him a job, he fucking does it. And like the dude, Ison Robinson, he's a great run stopper. Like all these pieces that we're picking up, they're not all stars, but they're all really good role players.
Right. I like them. I like them all just for that reason. They're not mega superstars, and they all have. They all could grow a lot, and that's what I like. The guy we signed from Jacksonville, he has experience starting, but you wouldn't be shocked by his struggles in Jacksonville to be a backup. So he's the right guy I like to compete with DJ Johnson. who played a little bit last year but was overwhelmed as a rookie. So you'll see him grow a little bit, hopefully. If they add somebody, I'm happy with it. But I'm ready for one of these young guys, either Barno or DJ Johnson, to step up to the plate and be something. I mean, because if now was their opportunity. Now, if they don't take it serious now, they don't need to be here.
We have some footage here of Chaisson versus the Kansas City Chiefs, bending the edge, getting around their left tackle on what I assume is a third down, definitely a passing down. And the dude has the bend. He has the athleticism.
Yeah.
Remember, he was a 5-star talent coming out of LSU. And, I mean, my brother is a big-time LSU fan, and there was a lot of excitement about this dude. And he has all the physical tools, but, you know, he's never quite been able to put it together like that. I'm wondering if that type of competition with him and guys like Amari Barno, that might, you know, you might be able to find something in that type of rotation. Let me go to my man Josh. How you feel about these recent signings by Dan Morgan?
I was actually talking online. I know G Baby was posting to Twitter this morning. We had a little bit of a conversation. I think K'Lavon Chaisson especially is going to be kind of like more of a depth piece. But as y'all can see, as far as he's got a very quick first step. And even since when he was back in college with LSU, I could see him, especially under Evero's type defense, them using a lot of like nickels type formations, hiding blitz packages, things like that, where I think that he would flourish, especially if they get somebody like a Chase Young or something like that, use some stunts in there. I think that would really flourish. I don't remember who it was that was saying it, but as far as Ison Robinson, I saw he's very solid as far as in the run defense. So pairing him along with Derek Brown, especially we all know Derek Brown can, take up a double team as well. So take some of that pressure off of him. Really good as far as with the defense too. So I'm pretty excited, man, overall as far as with everything. And also piggybacking on what you said, I just saw the video with Hunt standing right next to Taylor Moton. Jesus.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Jesus.
While I pull that up, let me go to my man Big Good joining the free-for-all yet again. The mixed martial arts extraordinaire, Big Good himself. What's up, brother?
What's going on, people?
Chilling, man. How you feel about these signings, man?
I mean, hold on. Before I speak on that, hey, let me shout out to one of my guys. He's actually fighting this Saturday, tomorrow, at Winston-Salem. I think it's called the Bitten Arena or something like that.
Okay.
So they're doing a little live pay-per-view event. So if anybody's in that area or want to watch some fights, I think they're gonna have at least like 7 to 10 fights if you're interested in that. So hey, shout out to him. Hope he wins. His name is Cody Noel. I forgot the opponent. His name is something Zion something.
Well,
so hey,
he has a warrior's name. I love it, man. Dope, man. Well, good luck to your friend. First round knockout in the future, brother. For him, I see it, man. Go get it. So, what do you think about these new signings by Dan Morgan? Are we over? Are we kind of pumping up these guys for no reason, or do you think that they could be good for the Panthers this year?
I can I say yes and no for the offensive line? Yes. Offensive line, yes, because that was a need. I'm saying needed to be fixed. I didn't like the contract he signed. I'm talking about with the guard, but they did what they had to do, so I understand that. And got him another guard, so we're fixing up the trenches. I said we needed to fix up the trenches. The other guys, I think they're just more of a plug-in type of guys. I think there's a lot of fandom that's going on because we haven't really moved like this in a long time. But I mean, for Dan Morgan to do what he's doing, especially when he didn't have anything really to work with, I give him credit. He's doing what he can, and he's signing some players so they can be, building the depth.
Yes, sir.
Which I think he's trying to do. So I mean,
and by the way, man, this is Jordan Hunt, our new right guard, standing next to Taylor Moton. And my goodness, man, this is, if y'all have ever seen the Game of Thrones, this dude is like the mountain. He's built like the mountain, man. He is good.
Yeah, this reminded me of seeing a match many years ago of Andre the Giant and the Undertaker. It was like huge, and this, I mean, this is just, I mean, you always thought T Moat was a big guy, and then you turn around and see this dude walk up and woo. Hey, one thing I like about Robert's contract though is it's actually pretty reasonable. He's not the highest paid guard. There's like 3 other guards that are making more than him, but and the contract is so, all his guaranteed money is in the first 2 years. So if there's an issue later on, it's an easy out, and it's not a contract, and none of these contracts, and I showed it to Deez yesterday, none of these contracts have voided years. None of them are built Scott Fittered. None of them are stupid built contracts. None of them that you're going to be tied to for 20 years. They're good written contracts that are well team friendly, built correctly contracts.
Yeah. How much do you think, and this is for whoever wants to answer, how much do y'all think Brant Tillis has sort of changed the way the Panthers are structuring their contracts? I mean, none of these are very long. Like, they're not meant to be long-term fixes, but I mean, is there anyone who doesn't like the moves that we're making from the, from a D-line perspective? Because I know after you lose Brian Burns, you're really asking a lot of whoever is about to come in here and pass rush for the Panthers. Jump in on the board.
Who doesn't like it?
Yeah, is there anyone that thinks that maybe like is underwhelmed by these types of moves when it just comes to the defensive signings of DJ Wonton and Chaisson?
I mean, I wouldn't say I disagree with it, but I think Everett gonna have to keep showing he's one of the best defensive coaches ever. You know what I mean? To coach in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to him if he wanted to
Yeah, and I agree. I agree. And I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna poke the bear in the woods, y'all. It's just what I do. But I mean, it would be dumb for me to say we're not going to miss Burns. But at the very same time, we also are a team that it happened. It's there. He's gone. Got to get over it, And I don't think we're in the situation as a team to go out and get the highest or the best edge rusher out on the market. We're just not built right now for that. We are very early in a rebuild. We are in a rebuild that took 6 years to get to this rebuild because we got stuck with Tom and Jerry, and that's a little overstep because Tom and Jerry are better at what they do than Rule and Reich was at what they do. So, and that's just the way I feel. We are what we are right now, and it's a slow process, but you never know what you have that you think ain't going to work. You don't know. The guy we signed from the Jags, well, I may or may not think this, but you don't know. You just flat out don't know when you're going to look up and say, damn, he's one of the best in the league right now. What the fuck? You don't know. I mean, you don't know that.
It can happen to us. I mean,
hey, what's up, Cody?
Yeah.
Yo, man, I don't
understand.
I've been looking around, just peeping out everybody. I don't understand why nobody's talking about how we filled every single fucking hole throughout this free agency, and we ain't even hit the draft yet.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it.
We ain't even hit the draft yet. Like I kind of wish. I'd like to see a running back. You know what I mean? Yes, I'd like to see a little bit more of a pass edge. A defensive end. Situation. But and I can see another wide receiver. But that's all. Like, okay, I like some more of that. But that's all something you can get in the draft.
No, we ain't
Absolutely.
done. We ain't
And a
done.
cornerback. You might be surprised. I think our first pick is going to be a cornerback.
It could be.
Say quarterback or cornerback?
Corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
corner.
And,
Okay, my
and by
fault.
the way, now he might not be available at that point in time, but the Panthers did meet with Nate Wiggins, the cornerback out of Clemson. So they're keeping their options open. Let's talk about this newest addition. The Panthers signed safety Jordan Fuller to add to that defensive backfield of Ejiro Evero. What do we make of Jordan Fuller and his addition to this team, and what type of compliment is he to Xavier Woods?
I think he's a very good compliment. This guy is a 2-time team captain. He's a team captain. He knows what he's doing on the field. He played in Evero's system before, and if I may, I want to touch briefly on that. Some of these guys, and I think it's a kind of underspoken. Ison Robinson, the tackle we signed, played in Evero's system before. Josie Jewell, the linebacker we signed, played in his system before. Jordan Fuller played in his system before. Yes,
sir.
Even Kayvon Chase, the other edge rusher we signed, he actually played in our D-line coaches system before. So there's familiarity with these guys. These guys are coming in, and half of them already knows what Ejiro expects out of them. They know what they're doing in his system. It won't be that large of a turnaround. Plus, you got other young guys behind him that was with Ejiro last year. So I've got a lot of hope heading out there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I don't want to be wrong. So
no,
if
I
I'm
hear
wrong,
you. And
let me be wrong.
And hey, real quick to Panther Nation with the $4.99 says, "Can my 12-year-old jump on the stream?" Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll mind our P's and Q's. Yeah, absolutely. C3 Panther Nation is for everybody. So
that's up.
Yeah, come on through. Let me
better do it sooner than later, Cody Lack.
Let me bring in my man Greenville Cole. C3 Cole, what's up, brother? How you feeling about Dan Morgan and his defensive signings of recent, man?
Cody, I'm going to use an O word that I shouldn't use right now, but I'm really feeling it in my heart, and that word is optimism, my friend. I'm not saying we are going to have a winning record. I'm not saying we're going to win the division, but I believe if we keep trending like this, we are heading in the right direction, my friend.
There we go.
Yes, sir. So what does this optimism come from, you think? Just the continuity, or like what signing sticks out to you the most so far? What's been your favorite of the bunch?
I have a few favorites, Cody, but if you're going to invest over 650 pounds between two big-ass fucking monsters on that offensive line, I got to get behind that first and foremost for Bryce. And having a weapon like Deontay Johnson, I feel like he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, and as long as he stays healthy, I do feel like he can be productive. So both of those jump off the page for me. I can't really speak on Josie or some of the newer ones. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I don't know much about him personally. Josie's numbers look really great, so I'm just looking forward to studying them some more and seeing what we got, homie.
I feel it, man. Yeah. I'm down with that. I would say my favorite of the moment, man, I'm thinking maybe this Deontay Johnson trade to move on from Dante Jackson.
He's a fucking wild card, Cody.
Man, I know there's so much that we haven't spoken about. I feel like that could be a real big move for our offense moving forward. My question to everyone, what has been your favorite move thus far in free agency? This is for anyone who wants to jump on it, man.
I'll jump in real quick. I'm going to be like Cole. I'm going to say the two big guards because that was, to me, that was a glaring need. That allows our quarterback to step into the pocket. And I've got to say this. I was one of them that gave Icky a hard time. But I'm looking back at late in December when a lot of the veteran offensive linemen across the league, Jordan Gross, he said it on his podcast, him and Jake, Jordan repeated it till they quit talking about it, the podcast went off. Jordan Gross says if the inside of the offensive line is secure, quarterback Jake agreed. Quarterback steps in the pocket. Icky's not on that island defending that speed rusher because that's part of the interior offensive line's responsibility. If Bryce can't step into the pocket, it's just bad all the way around. Now, that being said, I want to say that, but I also want to tell you that wide receiver we signed. I know some people may not agree with this. I think that guy could be a number 1 wide receiver. I think he has a desire to be that. And we showed that man off the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We can't stop talking about these guards, though, man. Like the awareness on Hunt is ridiculous. I seen a play where this motherfucker caught a fucking defensive end going around the wide end side of the tackle and came to finish off the block and help his tackle out. You know what I'm saying? The awareness on this individual, on top of being 350 whatever the fucking pounds.
You know what's going to be fun? My man, you know what's going to be fun?
It's
going to be fun watching Brown and Hunt facing each other in practice.
Hey, and that's just gonna make them better. That's just like the Peppers gross thing. You know what I mean?
It's gonna make them better.
And if you want to even go deeper with the guard, I'm not done with the guard shit. Like that is like a pinnacle move. And to go on to what people try to say is it's expensive. It was actually one of the highest fucking marked prices and bidding wars position this offseason. We had to outbid other teams because it was such an in need position, you know.
And we got I can't say that right there.
Hold on. Let me get my man Nova in here. Go ahead, Nova.
You asked what we like so far. I like everything Dan's done so far because the value that we got from Brian Burns. Everybody talking about, oh well, we only got a second round and a fifth. That's for this year. We got a fifth for next year. We got all of that money back with the cap space from that franchise tag. We got 2 guards. We got another mid-season vet defensive end. We got first-round defensive end, even though he ain't did much in Jacksonville. What we got for the value of Brian Burns, I am absolutely okay with as far as everything on that line. And that wide receiver that we got from Pittsburgh, that was a steal, all the trades and everything. I'm okay with. I'm angry about not getting more for Burns because even though I say he's mid based upon what he's done in 5 years average, because that's 5 years, dude. That's 5 years this dude had to show, and all we got is an average of 8.5 to 9. I give him 9. So
the other team had to offer the deal that he was going to sign. You know what I'm saying? That was the problem.
No, man. It is the fact that they had to take
over pay him. And they're honestly retarded for that shit.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
These motherfuckers.
You talking about the Giants?
$150 million.
He paid Brian Burns. I'll give him 25, 27, 28. He ain't getting 30.
And so, gentlemen,
I wouldn't even give him that. He doesn't deserve it.
I would have never gave him 30. I just don't think he's worth it.
I wouldn't even give him 20, bro. He doesn't deserve 20.
At the same time, if I'm another team, I'm not giving you no more than what the Giants gave us for Burns.
And so, hold on.
We got plenty in exchange for him, so
willing to give the first round pick.
So look. Hold on 1 second. We have some younger ears joining the podcast.
Welcome.
My man from friend of Panther Nation, 12-year-old. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, man? How you feel about these free agency moves the Panthers are making, man?
I'm good. I didn't like that Frankie Louvu left, or Jeremy Chin, but Brian Burns trade, I think we could have got a bit more. I'm not completely mad about it though.
Hey, every door closing, there's one opening. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
Facts.
You know, I gotta
Let's let
jump
the kid
off.
talk, bro. Let's let the kid talk, bro.
I'm gonna listen. I gotta jump off.
Yeah. I appreciate you, QT. Hey, to my man who just jumped on the stream, what's your name, brother?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, my
absolutely.
name's Naveed.
Naveed, what's up, brother? Welcome to the Friday Free for All. Happy to have you, man. So I have a video of our new right guard, Robert Hunt, just being a beast, man, pushing people around. Look how physical and strong this dude is that we have protecting Bryce Young now, man.
He looks good.
Shrek.
He looks pretty good.
Shrek.
Yep.
I mean,
Yes,
I'm wondering who our center is going to be since we cut Bradley Bozeman.
That's a fantastic
Austin
question.
Corbett.
Do you believe? So
first job.
let me post.
Draft one. Draft one.
Yeah, maybe draft one.
I would draft
stuff, bro.
I can name you. I can name you the top 3 guard centers I'd take in the draft. But go ahead.
And let me ask y'all this: who do you think will be the center for the Panthers this year? And what do you think about Austin Corbett playing that position? To whoever wants it.
I think he's going to be a veteran center because he's had started at center before, but I don't think he's going to be our best center option. I think the rookie that we draft will be. I'm just going to put it out there right now. One of them second round picks, y'all, we draft in the center. Just prepare yourself for that. All right.
I mean, we ain't got one in free agency yet.
Yeah.
No. And right now there's none right now, and so there's a lot of people going to disagree with me. Those centers left in free agency right now, I don't consider them an upgrade to anybody we have on our roster that's played center. Because you have a guy by the name of Brady Christensen on this roster. He's built like he could play center. He's just never played it before. There was a time when they stuck him at guard.
I want Christensen at left tackle, man.
And he played pretty good.
Too.
So, but Christensen and Brady Christensen and Austin Corbett are entering the last year of their deals.
True.
So, I 100% believe we'll draft a center.
Let me bring some more people in here. I got my man C3, JJ, man of many jerseys, Ohio State fan.
What's up, JJ?
What's up, bro?
What's up, y'all? It's another Friday. What am I introducing myself to, man? What was y'all getting off?
I mean, man, just how do you feel about these most recent defensive signings for the Panthers, man? And really the entire free agency period thus far in general. But I mean, what do you make of Jordan Fuller and Chaisson and DJ Warner, man?
You said the right man first, man. Buckeyes legend Jordan Fuller. I'm excited to see him on the field and in that Carolina blue. But no, in all seriousness, I think the 2 biggest signings are the 2 guards we got. Shoring up what we're gonna want to do. Bryce Young protecting him and just trying to get downhill, run the ball down people's throat. I think this leans towards us drafting a running back though, because I don't think anybody wants Miles Sanders on the team after this year. I don't think people want him on the team right now. So, and Chuba Hubbard, he's on his last year, so I'm all on board for a running back. How about you?
That's right. Get Miles up out of here.
Hey, can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead, Big.
I think the most polarizing thing is the wide receiver. Because last time I heard, he had an attitude problem. So, I mean, he could, Steve Smith old buddy like he did Cam Lucas, right?
Yeah, and the rumor was Mike Tomlin wanted Deontay Johnson out of Pittsburgh because he didn't want him to be a bad influence on the player's name escapes me, man. The other big-time receiver that the Pittsburgh Steelers have. Young guy.
So he's a diva.
Yeah, that's sort of the air that he has about him right now. Yeah.
Ain't that what you want?
Well,
yeah. I mean, you want a dog out there, man.
Friend. You remember, and I'll just say it this way. And I mentioned
then I
this
gotta
the
introduce
other day.
someone. Pick.
Steve Smith. If Steve Smith, the young Steve
Pickens,
Smith,
right,
was
George
young
Pickens.
now, he wouldn't finish his career with the Panthers, or he wouldn't spend as long as he was with the Panthers, because back in the day, nowadays they tend not to respect the guy who shows emotion. They would rather have a robot back there. I'm not too hard on the receiver Dante Johnson as attitudes. I think he just wanted the ball. Back in the day, that's what a diva wide receiver wanted. He wanted the ball. If we didn't win a game, it was because Steve Smith said many times, "We lost this game because you didn't throw me the ball good enough."
Yeah,
You
want a dude that wants the ball,
but you're supposed to look where
but he can put it on the field too.
The ball in his hand.
Yeah, he could.
Hey, let me introduce my man Anthony to the Friday Free for All. Ant, what's up, brother? Tell us how you feel about Dan Morgan's free agency thus far, and how you feel about these defensive signings in particular.
What's going on? I'll talk about the defense first. Jordan Fuller, that guy's a dog. My uncle's a Rams fan, so I've watched a lot of Rams games. He's been a captain before. He's good in coverage, and he's a thumper. Like, he hits hard. So it seems like there's a kind of identity of who Dan's going after, and you got him for $5 million. That's nothing. You guys brought it up earlier. These contracts are nothing. Like I'll get into the guards in a second, but all these contracts are great, and it seems like there's an identity of players they're going after. Like, yeah, you lose Brian Burns, but if Evero has a bunch of guys that he's coached before, who cares? Because that's naturally going to give the team more continuity. He's going to know what the strengths of those players already are. My favorite on the defense, and this is probably going to surprise some people, is Ison Robinson, because he was top 3 in run stop rate with our own man of the hour, Derek Brown, who was number 1, by the way. So there's a clear identity to help stop the run. So I'm fine with all the defensive signings. I said this, as long as the defense is average this season, I don't really think we're going to have any main issues. On to the offense, I'll get into the guards now. Listen, when you're in a bidding war for those top guys, there's going to be a Tepper tax too, right? No one's just going to come to this team for a cheap deal. That's just the reality of it. And you get 2 guys that are good, and Robert Hunt's great in both the pass block and run block. Damien Lewis is solid in both too.
So I have Damien Lewis. I have Damien Lewis highlights up on the screen right now, just to show y'all what kind of mauler this dude is in pass protection and running the football.
Yeah, and Dan's trying to get physical on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Like, that's right. Like, you get those 2 big guys next to Icky. I mean, they're going to be running the football this year. I'm telling you. I think run's going to be the first option. That's going to open up play action. Like, you see these guys getting out in space. A lot of our guards just were never going to do that. But my favorite move, and I'm biased, but I love Deontay Johnson as a player. I think he was a great addition. You got him for nothing. And everyone's like, "Oh, he's got diva questions." Again, he's on a 1-year prove-it deal. A lot of these guys,
that dog in him.
Yeah, he's got that dog in him. And I'm sorry if you're bitching about not getting the ball. Your quarterbacks are fucking Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph for the last 2 years. I'd be a little upset as well. And then my last thing, because I saw this. Dan Morgan liked it. One of these Panthers statement accounts on Instagram talk about bringing Mike Williams to Charlotte, and he liked it. I looked up his Instagram name, and it's Dan Morgan and everything. He's followed by Taylor Moton and a bunch of guys. So, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, he's trying to get Bryce Young.
Do y'all know how fucking geeked I would be if we signed Mike Williams? Bro, I'd be beside myself if that shit happened, man. But,
hey, can I play devil's advocate right quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, do that.
I'm questioning. Like I said, I'm fine with us being a running team. But my question is to all of y'all, when it showed Bryce throwing the ball 25 yards or say, 20 yards or more, he was only at like 22%. We know teams gonna try to stop the run. Do y'all feel like Bryce is gonna do better this year at throwing the deep ball?
I mean,
Because even in college, he never could do it.
Our
I'm just
receivers
asking
couldn't
that
get
question.
the separation. Or
Separation is overrated because at the end of the day, if he had type, if they was not open,
At the
he would
NFL
have been
level, you
able to say,
do have to
hold on,
throw to the
let me
open.
explain. If you would have seen them throws, we would have seen tight window throws. That's when I'm bringing that up.
Well, I mean, they also couldn't catch contested passes either. But hopefully, my hope is the dudes that we're picking up can catch contested passes. That's the main issue, right? If you can't get open, you better be able to catch the ball, right?
I think his point is being wide open on the deep ball and Bryce actually being able to connect with a clean pocket.
I think he'll be all right. Personally,
I think he'll be fine too.
Some more training, and I think he'll be all right.
Well, Canales'
But you can't control a deep accuracy, though. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all wrong, but I'm just saying
footwork is a big problem with that. Canales said that the kid need his footwork fixed. If you look at it, look at the tape, man. Bryce, his footwork ain't it.
I mean, you saw.
I agree with that, but you're still missing the point. I said he never could do it. I mean, I'm asking y'all. Do y'all think that you can disagree with it? But even in Alabama, he only threw it like deep balls 35%.
And look,
so it shows
it's a very legitimate question because nothing.
I'm not trying to argue.
Yeah. No, I'm on your side. I agree with you 100%.
I think you'll get it right, bro.
That this is something that now Bryce has to prove to Panther Nation because now they are putting the pieces in front of him with two guards that are high-end guards, and you're probably going to move Austin Corbett to center or maybe draft another center. They're really trying to protect Bryce Young. So now the onus is on him to get the ball into the hand of his receivers. And to be honest, they might not be done. They might still draft a receiver in this year's draft. I wouldn't put it past them.
Probably Troy Franklin.
I'm going to do something out real quick.
And real quick, Pickle, don't mean to interrupt. Thanks to our new member, if it will show it to me, my man Larry S. Smith. We appreciate you. Brand new member of C3 Panther Nation, man. We're going to be putting out draft content here very soon. That goes up first to all of our members for only $1.99 a month. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, go ahead, Pickle. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, real quick, just a couple things. The first thing is Bryce Young. I have a lot of hope this year, but if Bryce fails to make downfield throws that are there, and we have a top 3 draft pick, top 5 draft pick, the thought process of do we take a quarterback is going to cross their mind. With this upcoming draft class, as I look today, I'm not super deep on the drafts, but I'm trying to get there. I'm not impressed. Okay, I'm not impressed with this upcoming not this year, but next year's draft class of quarterbacks. So if I look at next year's draft class, I'll have to ask, is there somebody better? Not better at just deep balls, better at everything.
Well, and
if that's going to draft a guy. But at the same time,
it's going to depend on where you're drafting. If the Panthers have another terrible year this year, then a bunch of fans are going to be looking to move on. But that's here nor there. We're going to look forward to this season first. Let me add some more people. Man, listen, we're doing incredible numbers right now. Over 200 people on YouTube, over 200 people on Twitter. We appreciate y'all, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. And we appreciate y'all for being a part of the discussion. Next up, my man C3D Money in the building. D, how are you, brother?
Yo, what's going on, my C3 family?
Yes, sir. Happy to have you back on the show, man. Let me Let me ask you, man, how are you feeling about these Panthers free agent moves and Dan Morgan's first year on the job?
Well, I'm loving Super Dan. I'm loving Super Dan right now. We're making the right decisions, the things that lead to incremental improvement. When you at the bottom of the basement, when you're sitting there at 2-15, and you're trying to figure out them situations that stop you from being at the bottom of the basement and being 2-15, you make logical and smart decisions. So we couldn't keep Bryce on his feet. We couldn't have a consistent running game. We go get two big dogs to make sure
Yes,
that we got
sir.
some lanes for them to run. Cody, can I get dogs one time?
Oh, you mean some dogs?
Yeah, some dogs. I want dogs. And then you tell me that I can get
dogs.
Deontay Johnson, receiver extraordinaire, for a Yoo-Hoo, a Fanta, and a pack of Bubblicious? Yes. Yes, I feel good right now. Then you went and gave me a big old meaty defensive nose tackle that's gonna go. You ain't running through here no more. And then you tell me that I got a nice little safety that's about to go out there and make sure that my corners don't get burnt and toasted in a fashion that we have been getting toasted and burnt on, and probably can help in the run. I am extremely ecstatic of the dogs that Dan Morgan went to the pound to go get. Now I'm ready to see the puppies that's about to come out this litter that we got in this draft that we about to raise into dogs. Like, I understand that if you was a Burns man or if you've been skeptical, it is understandable and you can do that. I will never tell nobody how to fan my people, but when you see that
Thank
your
you, my
general
guy.
manager on year one come in here and shore up holes in the offensive line, make moves to stop to make a running defense that we haven't had, let's be honest, in over 4 years of a consistent run stop. That's going to help the secondary be a more better secondary. That's going to help linebackers get more pursuit. Oh my gosh. And then you telling me that Miles Sanders could possibly look like a running back again? And you're going to tell me that you possibly couldn't be excited for what possibly could happen? You don't have a heart.
Hey, bro, my man here since we can start
D
rolling.
Money with the fire, bro. I appreciate that one, D.
If you don't
Fandom
want to
right
be
there.
happy about what's going on right now, it's because you don't want to be happy about what's going on right now. No, we're not
That's
saying that
right.
we're winning 10 games next year. We're not talking about 11 games next year, but we made moves that we can almost ensure 5 games next year if things going away. And what are we trying to do? Improve. Incremental. Rome wasn't built overnight. But you know what? Because I like to wish upon little stars, I'm a little country boy and I like to latch on to one. I'd like to say that we might have lightning in a bottle for a year, which scares the hell out of me because then it might feel like we don't have no more holes. But you never know what could happen. And right now, you went and got me the meatiest of meaty men, pause, to come play for my team. Man, look, how long have we been talking about that we want offensive line protection? How long? Since Cameron Newton. Since Cameron Newton, we've been talking about O-line. In 2024, it is the possibility that we went and got Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, and any other Kong to come help us in this whole scenario. Man, look, I'm about to let somebody else talk because then I'll keep rambling. But all I'm gonna say is, hey, shout out to the move. I don't know too much about the Chaisson guy that we signed at linebacker, but if he's wanting to go out there and fight and compete and try to be a dog, then I want him. Hey, shout out to the longest running, the dopest Panther podcast on these YouTube and internet streets, the C3. Shout out to the homie Cody Lack. Shout out to Shut the Hell Up, Panther Pickle, Anthony, and the whole C3 family. And you know what I'm about to hit you with?
Pounding. Oh, yo, my man D Money said that with his chest. D Money, we love you, bro. That's that keep pounding energy that Panther Nation needs right now, man. Look, you mentioned that that meaty man in the inside, bro. Look at number 68 right here. Look at the aggression of our brand new guard. Look, just bulldozing people out of the way, man. That's the type of energy that I really do feel like our offensive line needs right now, man. I'm loving the signings. Dan Morgan did a lot to fill a lot of holes. I'm loving it, man. Let me get some more people in here. On the Friday free for all, I believe for the first time, we got my man Promise Panda. Panda, what's up, brother?
Yo. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. How are you?
All right. This is actually my second time, but
yeah,
I did come in here because there's two things actually. The first thing I just want to get off my chest. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I just got to get it off my chest. Yep. Dan freaking Morgan.
Yes,
I was a skeptical cat. Okay, I was skeptical. I'm gonna eat my crow fajitas. Okay. There's a lot of things that I knew that I thought, just the perspective of it, just the perspective. He was with you.
Panda, turn your webcam just a little bit so that way we can center you in the middle of the screen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Wanted to make sure I had you in frame. Didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, man.
No, you're good. You're good. So Dan Morgan, he was with who? With Dan Fitter or Scott Fitter? I'm sorry.
Scott Fitter.
And there's a lot of things that I believed, and I know that it was true because Joe Person came out and said, you know what, the only person that didn't want, the only person that did want the 2 first round picks for Mr. Burns was actually Suleiman. So, I was like, okay, Dan was with Fitter, he was with the ship. He was like, all right, fine. So I thought in my head, okay, well, this guy didn't want to, he didn't want to. When he came in, I was like, all right, so now it's his show. I've been seeing the moves. What do you do? What's the first thing he did? Fix the line. It's not completely fixed, but this game is won in where? The trenches.
In the trenches.
I've been seeing that so many times. It's like, it's a trenches, sir. That's exactly where he's going. He's doing things. He's doing wonderful things with the hand that he's dealt. I know he was there for a lot of things before, but he's doing his things his way now.
Yes,
so,
sir.
That's
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite signing out of all his free agent signings thus far?
Thus far, both of the guards. I know they're not the sexy picks. I know they're not the sexiest picks. But you know what that does? That gets my man shooter sleeve Bryce. Okay, that gets him in there, man. That gets me excited. Why? Because that gets him time. What's the first thing that we've been saying? 62 freaking times, man. He's been sacked. What man can do that? You know what I mean?
So much.
What man can freaking do that?
We put so much.
One quarterback in B is good. Getting sacked.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. I missed the last part.
Yes, he's been sacked 62 times. So, it's just logic. You're not going to have enough times. You've been on the ground most of the time instead of,
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other analytics.
He showed me a little bit. What's his name?
Yeah.
The guy from North Carolina who played for the Commodore. He's been sacked a lot of times, and he showed wheels like top 10.
Listen, there have been a lot of quarterbacks. There have been a lot of quarterbacks that have started out and had terrible rookie campaigns in the NFL. And we're just going to have to hope that
he had the worst, though.
Yeah, I know, but now at least the Panthers are putting weapons around him kind of dissimilar to what they did with Cam Newton. I feel that they should have did this for Cam early. But yeah, I feel like we're doing it now for Bryce.
Exactly. If you guys been here with Cam, I'm pretty sure that every single Panther fan back then was saying, "Hey, put a freaking line on this guy." We were doing what? Okay, we did have a good center, which was Khalil.
Oh, for sure.
We had some decent guards, but the last good line that we had was in 2015. Good. I'm saying good in quotations. So, to me, what they're doing now, it's simple. It's like I remember one of my friends used to tell me this quote. And I didn't understand it at first because, English is not my first language. But he told me, hey, keep it simple, stupid. And I was thinking, okay, he's probably, is he trying to like offend me or something? But no, it's like, really, keep it simple. Just keep it simple. What's the fastest way to keep it simple? Fix the lines, both defense and offense.
Fix the lines.
Defense and offense, man. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is like, hey, Mr. Pickle.
Yes, sir.
I said a couple of episodes ago, I just wanted to come in here so you can tell me one thing, sir.
Yeah. You want to hear
it? You can go ahead. You can go ahead, bro.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Shut up, bitch.
I want to see him wear shooter sleeve, man. I want to see him wearing shooter sleeve, man. I want to see that. Ice cold, brother. I want to see him be ice cold. And excuse me, I'm drinking a little bit, but I'm just in my feelings right now.
Man. Hey, listen, it's a Friday night. We appreciate everybody joining us for the C3 Friday Free For All. I wanted to really quickly thank our sponsor at DraftKings North Carolina. Legal sports betting is now officially live. And to celebrate, DraftKings is giving new users $250 in bonus bets for a limited time. And all you have to do is register for DraftKings and use the code FSBETS. I have it up on the screen right now. Deposit $5 and place a $5 first bet to instantly receive $250 in bonus bets. The best part is that you get all your rewards, even if your first $5 bet loses. If you signed up for DraftKings with our early bird offer last week, you will automatically receive $250 in bonus bets after placing your first bet. Registering using our code FSBETS gets you those fantastic bonuses and supports our pod. Use FSBETS on DraftKings.com. We appreciate you so much. If you have a problem with gambling, call 877-718-5543. We appreciate our sponsors over at DraftKings. We appreciate y'all, man. Use our code FSBETS. I'll leave it up there for one more go around so everyone can see our code. Appreciate y'all, man.
Let me ask you a question, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
I know a while ago you said that you wouldn't care to have Mike Williams on this roster. You would love that. And I understand that. I understand why. And then we talk about drafting a wide receiver, and I understand that. How many wide receivers do we need on this roster? Do y'all not realize we have other positions of need? I mean,
we need about 10 or 15 of them.
Well, I'm not talking about depth. I'm talking about guys who are demanding to start, because you have Adam Thielen, who is coming back, Dante Johnson, Jonathan Mingo, Terrence Marshall, Emir Marset Smith, and he'll make the roster and the game day activations, because where the rules are changing for the kickoffs, he's going to be very important. Now I've not named Terrence Marshall or all the other camp bodies, but how many do you think are going to be active on a game day? You get what I'm saying? So you know they ain't going to activate Adam Thielen. Dante Johnson's going to be active. Amir Marset's going to be active. You're going to draft a guy with the top of the second round to inactivate him? So that means Mingo gets inactive. True, you see what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying we don't need it. I'm just saying when we start demanding and wanting another player, we ought to have understanding of what we got on the roster already.
All right, let Anthony respond. Go ahead, Ant.
Well, no, and I get your point, Pickle. You were tweeting at me today, and it's
I know we've been.
I get your point, man. I'm like, okay, so the whole thing with listen, obviously I'm an offensive guy. I always have been, because in football I played offense. I was never a defensive player. But if you're signing a guy like Mike Williams or you're giving up a pick for T. Higgins, like, there is no reason to draft a receiver. the whole reason I think guys that are in on getting guys like that is because you already kind of know what you have in them. Like, I guess with a rookie receiver, it's like, yeah, they're like 2 years younger or like 3 years younger and you don't have to pay them. But it's like, how much money would Mike Williams really be demanding? Like, I think his market value is like $8 million. I mean, that's less than like what we're paying Deontay Johnson this year. And I just think, like, okay, if you sign another guy, then guess what? You can draft a young center at 33. Then you can draft a linebacker at 33. I'm not saying draft a wide receiver if we signed another guy, because I'm with you. Yes, there's enough guys. But then also, yeah, I guess Adam's staying. But I guess at the same time, it's like you can't always have enough offensive talent on the team, especially from, like Cody was bringing up earlier. Part of the tragedy we put Cam Newton through was he usually had one weapon a season to throw to. And that would stall out the offenses sometimes when it's like, oh, no one else is a threat downfield. So it's like, I just feel like adding Mike Williams, these are guys that can come in and develop young quarterbacks. Why do you think, the Bears, they're not going to give Keenan Allen some big extension after this year? I guarantee he's only there. They only traded a fourth for him because he's an easy target to help a young quarterback like Caleb Williams. Like, yeah, they're going to suck it up and pay him the $18 million he's owed, but he's a fucking great player still. I mean, he got like 1,200 yards and he missed like 4 games last year. And like Mike Williams, I think he had 300 yards through 3 games. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, I'm not saying I only want to keep signing wide receivers. That's not what I'm saying. But I think, like, if you want to get Bryce, since there's so many people that are already ready to move on from Bryce, it's like, can we at least give him a chance to see what he can do? Like, let's flip the script from exactly what the opposite of last year was. Like,
yeah,
that's just my take on it. Like, I don't
know. Do y'all think there
Can
are
I say
any
this?
more? Do y'all think there are any more moves to come from Dan Morgan? So basically, like a Mike Williams or I know T. Higgins feels like a pipe dream at this point. But do you think that the Panthers could continue to upgrade the wide receiver room via free agency, considering right now we are 16th in total salary cap dollars. Right now, I believe we're at $20 million.
I do. Let me ask you another question real quick.
Well,
talking about. Several folks in the chat keep telling me that these other players are on 1-year deals. Let's be real. If Mike Williams comes here and he's already 30 years old, he's not going to sign you a 5-year deal. He'll be a 1-year.
That's what I just brought up.
Contract.
He's only going to be.
The reality is, if you add him, you're still going to have 1 year. My own personal opinion on this conversation: let's add a receiver in the draft, because this is the deepest wide receiver class in decades.
A long time.
I lead decades.
My question is, if you're going to pass up on a good wide receiver at the top of this draft, what's in the next draft?
If we take Mike Williams, we may just do that.
But ask me that question one more time, Nova. Say that to me again.
If we sign a veteran wide receiver like Mike to a 1-year deal, and we're going to pass up a wide receiver in the top of this draft in the year that they're saying that this is one of the best wide receiver drafts ever, what's in the next year's draft to look forward to?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hey, hold on. Yeah. I don't let y'all talk. Get off that Mike Williams talk, bro. He's not coming here.
Oh, why not? Why not?
One thing, Bryce hasn't even proved he can throw the ball. We had to trade for our picks. The only way we're going to get a good wide receiver is if we throw in the bag. I'm talking about or we draft him. I'm with Pick on this. If he's going to do something, this draft the guy. Because you don't want to pay a man all this money and realize we may not even have the guy. Right now, Dan Morgan setting the team up for the future. We don't want to ruin it just because we see a shiny new toy.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure dude's on his lap. Like he said, if he's 30 years old, he's trying to get the bag. He ain't trying to prove nobody he can be the guy.
So be good. Let me play devil's advocate real quick. Even if it was like a 1 or 2 year flyer, on Mike Williams, you still wouldn't give that to a young quarterback like or to Bryce? Like why?
No, because
Why
you'll
not?
have to
Can I
spend
answer
the
that too?
no, because you'll have to spend the bag for him. And two, Bryce hasn't even proved he's the guy. So more likely, dude want to probably play for at least 3 years. He want to show he's still beneficial at wide receiver. Bryce hasn't even show he
But if
can
you
do
could get
that.
him on a, but if you could get him
Bro,
on a
listen,
2-year
before you
deal for
start
the low,
talking, bro, he wants the bag. He wants the bag. When you're on
Yeah,
your
but
last leg, you want the bag. And
I mean,
he's
I
one of
mean,
and,
if
and,
those.
you
and he's
don't,
how
got
hold
it?
that's
on,
right.
hold on.
He's
Even if
30 years
Mike
old.
Williams
He ain't
doesn't
playing
want the
5
bag,
years down the
you
road.
Real quick,
shouldn't.
let me
You
let me
shouldn't
ask this.
hope.
Hold on. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
let
it's
me
ways where we
let me
can
ask.
move.
Hold on, let me ask
Good.
this, and then I'm gonna pass the mic. How are you supposed to be the man if you don't have the man to throw the ball to? Someone that he's going to be able to depend on down the field in those jump ball types of scenarios. Remember that under Dave Canales, Mike Evans thrived in that role, that bigger body jump ball wide receiver. So, in my opinion, like for the style of offense and for Bryce to have a chance, he needs that type of a player downfield. That's my
Okay.
only devil's advocate
and do
stance.
you guys think
Okay,
Baker
and here,
Mayfield
hold
would
on,
have had
he
that
asked me the
season without
question. He
Mike
asked me the
Evans?
question,
Well,
bro.
yeah,
Let me
let
explain.
him respond, and then I'll open it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
playing the advocate on that. Like I said earlier, Bryce showed he can't even throw the ball downfield when it comes down to that. So that whole affecting him just throwing it up, we haven't even seen him do it last year. So more or less, I don't think he'll be able to do it. And secondly, if you're a free agent and Mike Williams, when you want to play with a quarterback that's already somewhat certified, where you know he's going to be able to get you the ball, it won't be no question
Yeah.
when it comes to his arm talent and stuff.
Because he's
I'm
still
just saying,
trying to
even
get
though
the
he's a free
bag.
agent, he has options. And right now, Bryce still, like everybody can say, Carolina, you either you believe him or you don't. He has to prove he can be a guy. I mean, be the guy. And right now, everybody here, you can sit there and make arguments for him or against him, but he still has to show he's going to be that guy. And that's why I'm saying you
True.
got
Yeah, I'm with
Let
you.
me
you
let
got
me let me
a
go to my
high
man.
rally.
Let me
Go
go
ahead.
to my man. Let me go get JJ in the conversation. Go ahead, JJ.
No, I don't even think it's a win-win either way. Like, I don't think we should sign Mike Williams to a contract. I think we'd be holding ourselves against some sort of cap restriction again in the future when he's not a real game changer for real. All he could do is catch jump balls. I mean, like, and go deep. He's more like Gabe Davis than people think. He's way closer to Gabe Davis than T. Higgins. So at that point, you're going to pay him 12, 13 mil to be on the Panthers because you had to overbid another team. Well, he's not going to help Bryce as much as you think. And then on top of that, you want to establish being able to draft a wide receiver, get a young guy who's going to be cheaper and can build a connection with Bryce Young. I just think it's both
Facts.
ways. You getting Mike Williams isn't doing shit.
Loose movement.
Also, real quick, it's putting
Hurting
too
the
much
cap.
of a win. Hold on. It's putting too much expectation on Bryce Young this season because you're dedicating too much right away. We're building something. Bryce Young just needs to show improvement this year. He needs to show, hey, I can be a guy and still get better with the improvement of the situation. And year 3, he takes the superstar leap when we get an even better situation when we're way more financially better and you can get a guy way better than Mike Williams. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, I don't think we're
Dude in the
I
top
don't think
right was nodding his head the whole time.
I don't think we're drafting a core. I don't think guys like I'm with Pickle. I'm not really stunned by any of these next quarterbacks coming out. And I just think this is my take. I just think there's a part of the fan base that wants Bryce to fail and just is already ready to move on. And then there's just a part that there's 3 parts. There's people that have had their trepidations about him, but they still believe in him. And then there's people that believe in him. I think Bryce is going to be better this season. And I think, yes, he's not a good deep ball thrower yet, but he also made some nice tight window throws. I mean, that throw to DJ Chark on the sideline, like that's a hard ass fucking throw to make. Like he's made
Hey,
other
I'll
throws.
say this on that point right here, because I got to go. I actually, you know how I told you about that fight. I'm gonna have to, me and the old buddy, he just asked, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of mid work, so I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna listen to y'all Bro, think of it like this when it comes to sports. I don't know how many of y'all play sports. We got a 16-game season with Bryce this year. He legitimately only had one good game against a team in Green Bay that had the worst PFF grades when it comes to short yard and medium, you know what I'm saying, yard passes. All through his life, college and the pros, he showed he can't throw the deep ball, and now teams got film on it. You're asking a quarterback that has deficiencies when he plays to do something most quarterbacks can't do. Really, really think about that. If you play sports and stuff like that, you ain't going to sit there and ask Shaq to shoot threes. He's only good at certain things. I'm not saying he can't improve on it, but even if he did, it wouldn't be by much. Meaning, like right now, he was ranked 34th in QBR when it comes to Bryce Young.
Wasn't a deep
No,
ball
you're
guy when he
definitely
first came in either.
So it don't matter.
definitely
Tom
right.
Brady showed he could win when it comes down to it. You're gonna have to have a face
Short
argument.
and
I'm not
intermediate
saying you
Right.
can't, but I'm just saying in general. If I bring up facts, like I said, 22% throwing the ball, this 20 yards down the field, teams are gonna adapt to their situation like they did last year. Why do you think he had so many pick six?
You're right. Bryce
All
Young
I'm,
needs to show.
but hey, I'm gonna have to
He
hop
had
off.
so
Dude,
many because he was a
All
rookie.
right, hey, we appreciate you. Be good.
I'm gonna be listening, but really think about that. Y'all are putting faith in a quarterback that only had one good game. One good game out of the whole year.
Look,
You expect him to
Let me
become
at the same time.
I disagree with that.
No, I expect him to
Hold on, because I'm
grow.
agreeing with Biga. Biga is right though. Bryce Young needs to show he can help himself before you over invest into him, and that's exactly what he's trying to say. Bryce Young, a franchise quarterback, shows the ability to be able to help themselves. They can make the plays on themselves. They can extend them. They can do all that stuff and keep the drives going. So, before you over invest into Bryce Young's certain limitations, is exactly to him. I think that's what Biga is saying.
Yeah,
I get that too.
Let's hear from the young.
Let me hold on, Ant. Let me get my man Panda back in here. He's been wanting to say something. Go ahead, Panda.
I've been wanting actually to say a couple of things. You
go
don't
ahead,
necessarily have to invest in Bryce, but invest in the pieces around the mate. If Bryce doesn't work out, you'll have pieces around, so you can plug in a guy that actually will work. So it's not necessarily just about Bryce. The other thing, I forget the guy that was talking that said that Bryce only had one good game. The only one could be good. Not throwing shade at you at all whatsoever, but he did have several good games that he didn't win, and he did have one bad game that he won. I mean, there's several games that where he was really good, but there were other factors that were going in. The factor of like the shit show that was going on in everything. Like the coaches were just absolutely running around with chickens, with their heads cut off. Then freaking what's his name? The old dinosaur guy that we had before. I forget his freaking name right now. That was just trying to do something. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things working against Bryce. There was a lot of things. There was no, and I hate to use this, alignment. There was literally no alignment, literally none whatsoever. So there was a lot of things working against Bryce. So this to me is his mulligan. If he can get something done in this new system that he is going to work, he's going to be the new guy in this new system. That's going to be that's going to be his only excuse if he doesn't do good. It's because it's a new system. Literally, it's the only thing that's going to be the excuse. Why? Because he's going to have a way improved line. He's going to have at least an improved line. So I would think it's probably average. It's probably going to be average. We don't know what's going to happen in the draft. If they take a center, oh shit, we have a good line.
Yeah.
If they take a center.
And like one of the things I've been saying, Panda, is from the perspective of the organization, like for most fans, it doesn't matter if you believe in Bryce or not. That's going to be the quarterback for the foreseeable future. But as an organization, if you're going to give Bryce Young a proper evaluation on if he actually can be the long-term answer for the Carolina Panthers at quarterback, then you have to do all these things. Because then if he still struggles and still can't do it, well, then you know what you have to do to move on. I mean, you have to win right now, man. The leash is very short. So now,
no.
yeah,
what Scott Fitterer thought he did.
Bye.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Bye.
the Panthers.
I
The
would
only
do-
thing I wanted to say was that the Panthers are I feel doing their part in giving Bryce Young a chance to show what he's capable of. He may not have the best deep ball. He may not run the fastest 40 time, but if you give him weapons and put stuff around him, I at least believe that he can be a Tua Tagovailoa high-level game manager type, and you can win Super Bowls with that type of quarterback.
He's clutch. He's clutch. I've seen him in Alabama. I know he can be. I know he definitely can be. If he can replicate what was in Alabama, not necessarily the offense, but what he did in Alabama here, I think he can be successful. And I saw G Baby. We're not hating on him, bro. It's just the fact of the matter is that this is the NFL. This is literally the NFL. If he can't make it here, sorry, buddy. At least we have the foundation to plug in another person. You know, if you don't make it here, sorry, you're out. I mean, he's getting his chances. He's getting his chances.
I don't have any beef against Bryce Young. That's the quarterback for the Panthers. You know, like I've had my
That's my
doubts.
QB.
Yeah, I've had my doubts about him, and I'm going to be honest. I still have a lot of doubts about him, but that doesn't mean that he can't change my mind. That he can't really show me something great this year. And I do think that they're taking the steps to do that. And I'm just hoping that we're going to be able to add another wide receiver to this room somehow.
They need a wide receiver one. They need a wide receiver one.
I agree.
Gentlemen. Bryce has no excuse this year.
Yeah, no, let me go. No, hold on, let me. Yeah,
one excuse.
And then Nova. And then Nova. And then Pickle.
Okay, so there's a couple things, right? I just want to say, I don't think any other team had like articles coming out at the end of the season talking about how there was literally no plan for anything. Like it was terrible. When you're a rookie and you're in the league and you're stranded on an island, it's gonna be hard. And I've admitted he didn't have a good season, but I saw a good amount of flashes, like the stuff I saw from Alabama. Now I don't think he could put it all together because maybe his confidence was trembled. The offensive line was bad. The receivers and him weren't on the same page. The second thing I want to say is, Cody, I don't like the Tua comparison because Tua can't scramble for shit. And if you go back and watch Bryce Young's film, that's all he was doing.
That's what I was about to say. He's better than Tua.
Tua can't move at all, bro. Like Bryce, there were plays where he would scramble outside the pocket and try to make something happen for like 4 seconds, but it wasn't there. So I don't think he's Tua. The third thing I gotta say, and I'll pass the mic, is whoever brought it up, I think it was you, Cody. That's exactly what I've been saying. If Bryce can't prove himself with the most amount of talent you could possibly get, then move on, and you're setting another quarterback up for success. Caleb Williams is entering the Bears this season with a great fucking setup. They upgraded their offensive line. They got DeAndre Swift. You got DJ Moore. You got 2 number 1 wide receivers. DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. A solid tight end. Like, that's the type of, like, I'm not saying we're going to be that, but that's also why, like, and I get JJ's point. If Mike Williams wants a bag, okay. But if other teams, if you're just
it was Mike Williams specifically. That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah. And so if we're talking about any other generic guy that could still be available, like we've heard conversations about Deebo Samuel potentially being brought up in trades, T. Higgins, all that. Those are all guys that you're not just playing. Dan Morgan's not, I don't think he's dumb enough where he's just saying, okay, we're getting this guy only for Bryce Young. No, if Bryce Young doesn't prove himself and you have a top pick, then okay, get that quarterback and you already got a great setup. But here's the thing. I've been thinking about it too. I said we have a top 5 pick, but I'm starting to think we may be in that that like 7, 8 to 9 to 10 team range. I don't know if we're going to be necessarily good enough to get a guy. And quite frankly, I haven't watched film. But the last thing I'm gonna say is this, man. I still believe in him, and I think last year was just a mulligan year. There was so much drama, so much collusion, so much like it was just
Bad
a
play.
clusterfuck.
A lot against him.
Let me get Nova in here. Nova, go ahead, brother.
All right, so I'm gonna piggyback off what he said. Last year was a shit show. All right, big shit show with all that extra foolishness going on. It was Bryce's first year, man, and it is horrible for a rookie to have to experience that bullshit in his first year. So he got all that bullshit going on around him and all that bullshit going on the field. Okay, so a lot of y'all talking about this kid ain't did nothing or ain't showed nothing. Y'all crazy because I don't know what y'all was watching. But with that shit show, that kid showed that he was cold-blooded. He could stand in that pocket and take a hit over and over and over again. Everybody say he couldn't take the hits, but he's too small. He got sacked way more than all the guys who came out with him. Most of them was hurt more than him, longer than him, missed more games than him. But he still showed up down for down and ain't cried or bitch about it. He made a funny little smirk when guys dropped balls that he know they should have caught. You see what I'm saying? The kid endured so much in his first year. That line was trash. Icky was trying to save his homeboy too much. He couldn't even play his own game. Okay? So, like they said, if you fix that shit in the middle, Icky might be able to do his own damn job. All right? Boom. So now you want to talk about this defense, EJ's defense. They say it's predicated on super duper badass pass coverage and simulated pressures, etc. Well, Louvu's gone, and we got a guy who supposedly can do that job, got that experience, etc. So we had a mid defense last year, despite what the pundits say. Okay, mid. Brian Burns was mid. Everybody was fucking mid last year, especially after Shaq went out. So y'all can say what y'all want. The EJ kept that crew together with whatever he had. So that's why he's under the pressure to perform again. You see what I'm saying? That's why he's out there. He's going to have a decent defense with what he has because he has basically the same thing, maybe slightly a little less on certain areas, slightly a little better on certain areas. We're going to have a decent defense because of the scheme. The offense showing up and putting at least 21 to 25 points consistently. Maybe they have the opportunity to get better, but with the pieces that they put in front of him, in front of Bryce, he don't have no excuse because that defense is going to be at least mid, right? At least mid, at least. Mm-hmm. If we can score consistently and build that wall in front of Bryce, draft a center, do something to protect him, give him time because he had way less than average amount of seconds last year to throw the ball. Give him the time that he needs in that pocket. I'm not talking about all that scrambling and all that extra stuff in that pocket because you see Joe Burrow, he's in that pocket and he's looking downfield. And when he's getting hit, he's delivering that ball with that hit. Time after time after time after time, like he got like something wrong with him. All that scrambling and stuff, that's fine and great. Bryce got that. Show me what you can do in the pocket with that wall around you. He got no excuse this year. Even with receivers, because they got time to get open. Because last year the excuse was they didn't have time to get open because of the scheme. They needed time to get open, long developing routes. Last season, that was the excuse. I don't want to hear that this season with these big-ass gorillas in front of Bryce beside these tackles. You hear me? That's all I got. Keep on.
That's what I was about to say real quick. Joe Burrow also has
my
a
man Nova Black, bro. That was fire, brother.
Facts. Speaking of facts.
If I may throw in here, I think it's a miss. I think you're wrong. I don't think a veteran wide receiver helps Bryce out. Mike Williams, no disrespect to him. He's played in the NFL for 7 years. Of those 7 years, in 2018 and 2021 were the only seasons he played the full season. Okay, number two, we've already got 2 veteran receivers on this team now. No, I think if you draft a receiver that he can learn, maybe one he knows, he can develop right along with. Okay, somebody that his age, he got practice throw the balls with. not a vet that has a family that he's going home to every night. Somebody he has a lot of talking to. Y'all know how it is. You got your bro that you can talk with, you communicate with, you speak the same language, you talk the same talk, you love the same music. You know, maybe you go to a party or something or socialize together.
Hey Pickle, I don't
what's
mean
Bryce and Mike Williams?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Pickle, but could you do you think?
Go ahead, Nova.
Pickle, I was gonna ask. Do you think you mentioned that right? When you finish saying what you got to say, do you think that Mingo could have that with Bryce if given the right coaching and scheme that he can learn? Because last year was a shit show.
He could, but it's like Terrence Marshall. He could too, but we don't know. Well, I mean, we don't know this, and I know I'm like this. There's a reason why Terrence Marshall ain't been released yet. We know he wanted to be released. You don't know when, because we don't know with one of the things. You've got to remember, Canales said he was planning to talk to a lot of the players. You don't know when he talked to Terrence Marshall on the phone, and he said, "Brother, you're a talented wide receiver. We watched you at LSU. Tell me what was wrong last year and how we can fix it this year." Maybe Terrence Marshall felt comfortable enough to tell him some issues, and he said, "Well, stick with me through training camp, and we'll see if we can fix these issues." We don't know that. And I think it's unfair for us to make a judgment of something that we don't know.
That's fair.
It's easy for us to say something just because it makes us feel better. I'm 57. It'd be really easy for me to say to cut that young bastard. He don't like the game. He don't want to play. Fuck him. It would be easy for me to say that, but it's probably incorrect. So I ain't gonna say that. Terrence Marshall exception on one earlier in last year. Did Terrence Marshall talk to the media at the end of last year? Did he make any conversations with any media person? He hasn't. He's kept his mouth shut. The only
let me ask that
out was to his agent.
Let me introduce my man, G Baby, in the house to speak truth to these boys.
Hey, who was talking that cold cash money shit just barely, bro?
Shit, man, we've had a bunch of cold cash.
No. Who was just talking that cold? Be good. No, bro. The one that was hyping up Bryce. Who was that, G?
Oh,
that was my man Nova Black.
Nova Black.
That's me. What's up?
Oh, hey. Ooh, this nigga was talking that cash cold money shit, boy.
Yo, Nova's the man.
Hey, Nova, I gotta get you on the front line with me, boy. Hey, I gotta get you on the front line, dog.
Yeah, that's G Baby.
Yeah, what's up, G Baby?
Hey, what's good, dog? You was talking that cold cash money shit. Everything you was saying was on point. It was factual. You wasn't lying. That's what I'm talking about, G.
G Baby,
what
you think about?
They expect a rookie to come into this hostile environment. We had moles in the fucking camp. We had a head coach that didn't even want to play Bryce. But we didn't have an offensive line. We didn't have receivers to get open and catch the ball. I have to watch DJ Chark and Ian Thomas consistently drop touchdown passes every game. But it's all Bryce Young's fault, real right?
Yes, sir.
You had to watch who?
Crickets.
Ian Thomas and DJ Chark dropping touchdown passes.
G Baby, what do you think about these? G Baby, what do you think about these defensive signings by Dan Morgan? Man,
they're fucking beautiful. I've been trying to tell everyone on Twitter, y'all are sleeping on Clavon Chaisson, man.
Tell him, bro.
That dude is a dog. I don't give a damn what anyone says. He was playing behind Josh Allen, a premier fucking all-pro edge rusher. He was playing against other edge rushers that were in front of him. You just got to give him some time. This is a man that runs a 4.4 first-round draft pick. He's only 23, 24 years of age. You put him in the right position around the right people, and you're going to try and tell me he's a talented player. You're trying to tell me he ain't going to succeed, and then we turn around and go get Jordan Fuller.
We had a lineman in this year's draft run that.
Hey, yes, sir, Jordan Fuller.
my man, and tell these boys, if it was up to you, would you sign 30-year-old Mike Williams or draft a wide receiver in the draft?
Mike Williams is not all that great. I'm drafting one of them dogs. Why the fuck am I going to turn around? Okay, hold on, y'all. Why would we sign Mike Williams? For what?
Double dip.
For what?
That's what I said.
For what? Bro, the top 25, the top 25 receivers in this draft are better than Mike Williams. What the fuck are we gonna turn around and pay a bag to Mike Williams for? What? Because all y'all live in South Carolina and North Carolina, and y'all are probably Clemson fans? Like, stop it, y'all.
Baby. Yo, Mike Williams is a dog, bro.
Dude, Mike Williams is not a dog. Cody, I would rather have T. Higgins, okay? Cody, I would rather have T. Higgins, bro. And I'm still not willing to pay T. Higgins. I'm still not willing to trade for T. Higgins. Why are we going to trade for T. Higgins, bro? We can just draft a receiver at pick 33 and save the money, bro. We are in a rebuild. We're thinking about the future, bro. Why are we overpaying receivers for when we can go get one that's 21 years of age, 22 years of age, and that's hungry, that's trying to get to the NFL and wants a bag, bro?
Price is going to need another veteran wide receiver to play the number one wide receiver role. You need someone in that veteran type of
Cody, we have Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen. Why do we need to
get another man? No, we don't need nothing else unless he's coming out the draft.
He ain't a number one wide receiver anymore. He's another.
What are we talking about here, y'all? Y'all, stop with the bullshit. Cody, you're my dog, bro.
Yo, we got two super duper route runners right now. We got some rookies and TMJ. All we need to do is draft one, man.
And not only that, did you guys see the interaction between Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen? Let me tell you guys something. Do you really think they would just put Adam Thielen on their page knowing they're going to trade them? No, I don't believe that. I believe Dan Morgan went up to Adam Thielen and was like, hey, you're good, bro. You're good. You're going to be here. Don't worry about a damn thing. So when I see Deontay Johnson going up to Adam Thielen and saying, hey, man, I looked up to you, bro. I watched all your film at Minnesota, bro. You're an excellent wide receiver, bro. That's a duo that's going to last here in Carolina, bro. Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen, and then you still have Jonathan Mingo playing the slot, and then you go get another wide receiver. I'm telling y'all, bro, this is the greatest wide receiver draft ever. The greatest wide receiver draft that we will ever see with our eyes.
Ask yourself, is the Panthers wide receiver room better than what Cam Newton had in 2015?
Absolutely, and that's not even close. Cam Newton was passing to Ted Ginn, Philly Brown, Jericho Cotchery. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Imagine if Cam Newton had these weapons. Imagine if Cam Newton had this offensive line. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Y'all better come on now. Stop playing with the games, man. I ain't here to play games with y'all, man.
2015 was pretty damn good, though.
Gee, if what you're saying, listen, I think we need to move because I love these wide receivers, man. I'm just worried they're gonna get picked so damn early, man. Like,
and there's no way, G. There's no way, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, there will be 5 to 6 quarterbacks that will be drafted in this year's first round. I promise you. And not only that, there's what pickle. Are there five premier offensive tackles that are probably going to go in the first round?
They're going to hit tackles, quarterback. Yeah, I think by the time we get to 33, you're going to have at least 3.
You're going to have cream of the crop, Pickle.
At least
3. We're going to have cream of the crop. Listen, y'all, Dan Morgan is cooking right now. Listen, there's no need to get greedy. Y'all are getting greedy. See, y'all see the success in the free agency
right now. They say that the offensive line and the wide receivers are deep this year.
G-Baby.
Here's my thing.
G-Baby, you think AD Mitchell is going to be there at 33?
Exactly. No, here's my thing. We've been our front. Dan Morgan is like. It seems like they're really high on Xavier Leggett, but he just reminds me of a Jonathan Mingo. Like, I want someone that can.
No, don't do like that.
I want AD Mitchell. He can fucking cook any. Like, he is the guy. We need a Lad McConkey. We need guys. We just need guys that can.
We need AD Mitchell.
Bryce can just throw the ball. Like,
can we get a safety?
What?
A safety. Who we got for safety
in the draft? I don't know
Damn right.
if I
Get
would
the
go
fuck outta
safety
here.
over.
We just
Are
signed
they?
Jordan Fuller
wide
tonight. Yo, we
receiver.
just signed
We
Jordan
don't.
Fuller
Yeah,
We
we can
don't
get
need a
safety in about the
safety.
5th round or something, 4th.
Yeah,
We
I got a
other
question
big
for you guys.
guys, 33 and 39, but I know what you're talking about. It is a need, yes. I
Bro
agree.
said a safety. You could at
Yo, I
least
got
said
a
a
question.
corner.
I got a question for you guys. Would you guys be opposed to maybe getting how Cam had his number one? Who was it? It wasn't wide receiver. Who was it?
Tight end. Greg Olsen.
Exactly. Would you guys be opposed to getting a number one that's not a wide receiver?
I would not be opposed.
I'm
I would
not mad at
be
that.
opposed
We
at all.
probably need
I
that.
can tell you a tight end that we definitely need, and if he's there at 33, we would be stupid not to draft him. Over a
Tell
wide
me,
receiver.
Pickle. Tell me,
The
Pickle.
guy
Who
from
is it?
Texas. Gene, tell him our man from Texas.
Exactly. Jatavion Sanders. Exactly.
There we go. Jatavion Sanders.
We're thinking think
he's
outside the
a
box.
beast.
This regime is thinking outside the box. I would not be
I
surprised.
gotta look this guy
I'm
up.
not taking no
I gotta
fucking
look him up. I
shot.
can't
Bro,
find it just yet.
Yeah,
bro.
look him up, Nova.
Think
Look him
outside
up,
the
Nova.
box, man. I mean, he needs a number one. None of these guys that we got are number one. I'm sorry. Freaking Johnson is not on number one. Obviously, freaking what's his name? Thielen is not on number one. Mingo's not on number one. We need a number one. That's what we need.
Johnson,
y'all wanna-
Johnson is like,
Go ahead,
but
Dan.
here's the thing, and that's what I love Johnson because like he's put up number one stats with a decent quarterback.
Johnson's a
I
high
think
end
he could
too.
be a number one.
Yeah,
Give him a chance. Everybody.
He's a 1B, maybe.
There was a time people laughed at John Fox and called him, the national media called John Fox an idiot on ESPN. He said that idiot in Carolina needs a wide receiver. That short Musa Muhammad's not a number one, and the short dude will never be a number one. He will never be a wide receiver. He's too short. And Steve Smith flipped the motor bird and proved to everybody that he can be a number one wide receiver.
Yeah, sir.
Now, I'm not saying everything's perfect. I'm saying give Johnson a chance. What you gonna lose? Nothing.
Hey, let me welcome my man SC Based to the Friday Free for All. SC, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Cody? Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man.
Yes,
How
sir,
are you?
man. Hey, haven't been on the show in a while, man. I kind of wanted to give my 2 cents, man.
Go ahead.
I like the moves, man. It looks like we're trying to, bargain, build a roster that's kind of built on a bargain. Look at all the pieces that we were able to pick up by not signing Brian Burns to a long-term extension. So it looks like Dan Morgan is trying to go from a standpoint of having a well put together roster versus one superstar. So I do like that aspect. Now, since we do have 2 picks in the early second round, I do want to get a receiver. I don't like any of the free agents left that are available at wide receiver. So I want to get a young buck and try to build him up as best as we can. I really like Xavier Legette, but his stock is rising. I don't know if he's going to be there at 33. I really like him. I'm a Gamecocks fan, and he really impressed me last year. Getting down the field, being able to break tackles. I don't know if he's as elusive as DJ Moore, but I do like his physicality. That stands out to me. So at 33, that's who I would take if he's available.
All right, man. I mean, dude, I'm not opposed to any of that, and I think a lot of Panther Nation is agreeing with you because I put up a poll in the chat. What would you rather do to fill that wide receiver void? Would you rather go about it through the draft or free agency? And right now, at about where'd the poll go, man? The poll had like overwhelming favorite for the draft. So it seems like a lot of people think that if it's a Keon Coleman or an Xavier Leggett or a Ladd McConkey, that one of these guys would be the perfect addition for that offense, man. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. Hey, in a minute here, we're going to do a mock draft. Would y'all be interested in doing that? And seeing what everybody's
let's go.
consensus is. Yeah, y'all ready to do it? Y'all ready to jump into this thing? Let's do it, man. I already have one ready and waiting to go. Did someone have something they wanted to say?
I did have a secondary. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Essie.
I had a secondary point. Do you satisfied with what we have at edge rusher? Do you want to, maybe wait? Because I don't think Clowney or Chaisson are going to sign here. Are you satisfied with the pass rush we're going to get?
I would like to add one more. I would love to have Jadeveon Clowney here, but if that doesn't happen, I would love to get Clowney, man, and I would even like Chase Young. I think that guy still has a lot of talent that is untapped at the NFL level.
Chase Young and Jordan Fuller back together.
I know, man, bro. Let's make that happen. All right, man. I got the draft up. This is the second mock draft that we've ever done. It has all the updated compensations and everything. So let's roll through it, man. I did the free-for-all version of it. I'm on NFL mock draft database, and we're just going to be the Panthers GM, and we're going to make decisions for this team, man. All right, we're up on the board. We are on the clock. Adonai Mitchell, right there for the taking. But let's look at everything. But let's look at everything, man.
Hey, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down.
Yes, sir. Jordan Morgan, Troy Franklin, Kamari Lassiter, Zach Frazier.
Zach Frazier. That's that center. We need that center.
Scroll down. Let's see what other wide receivers are available because what pick we got? Number 39. He might still be there. Xavier Legette. He might still be there at 39. 6 picks. Who pick after us? And what they need?
Click on wide receiver.
Quarterback.
Let's see what wide receivers are there.
Yeah.
Troy Franklin.
Oh shit! Yo!
Adonis Mitchell.
Lamb McConkey.
Yep, I know. There's a lot of wide receivers available. A lot of them.
Mitchell is probably the best on the board.
You got to go Adonis Mitchell.
Check the O-lineman, man. I'm going with O-lineman if that's the case. Look at these guys, man. That's nice. Man, all of these guys ain't getting
O-lineman, Graham Barton. Interior O-line, Zach Frazier. Now, Zach Frazier's the center, right?
Pick at 39, so.
Yeah, we have another pick at 30. I'm going to be real. If I'm voting, I'm putting my vote in for Adonai Mitchell. I feel like maybe Zach Frazier might be available at our 39th pick, and he would be able to play center for us.
You don't think
Mitchell
so?
will be later, dude. Mitchell will not be later.
Zach Frazier will not be there at 39, but Adonai Mitchell won't either. So you can kind of take your choice which one.
All right,
but
so
you got centers. You got more centers. You definitely have more centers.
I'm a Zach Frazier guy, but I'm okay with Mitchell.
All right, so Nova, who are you voting at pick 33?
Ooh, Zach. I'm going with Zach Frazier, man.
Go to all.
All right, is Zach Frazier?
Yeah.
From Nova, Pickle, what say you?
Adonai Mitchell.
Panda, what say you, man?
Mitchell, he's the number one, boy. He's the number one.
All right, to my man Josh, Adonai Mitchell or Zach Frazier?
I got to go with Mitchell.
JJ, what say you, man? JJ, you there? All right, we're going to SC base.
I ain't mad at all you guys going with Mitchell, but I'm going to prioritize that line.
I hear you. I hear you.
Thomas, why not take Frazier?
SC base, what say you, brother?
Yeah, if AD Mitchell is there, I'm definitely with that pick. Taking him.
All right. Mitchell it is, but Cole, let me get you in, man. Would you take Adonai Mitchell or Zach Frazier in this scenario?
I'm with the family on this one. You can keep it moving. That's AD.
All right. Carolina Panthers select Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver out of Texas.
I can tell you why it was AD Mitchell over Frazier.
All right, so we have a trade-off we have a trade-off from New Orleans. Reject the hell out of that, right? Yeah, ain't nobody trading with New Orleans.
You can reject it, but it's a lot of picks.
Look, man.
That's the easiest pick ever.
Look, Zach Frazier's still on the board.
Let's get that.
All right, now give them what they want.
You got it. No, wait a minute. Who else on the board? but I still gotta go with that guy.
I tell you what, let's go, Bo Nix. You want to? Let's go, Bo Nix.
Jesus Christ!
Either that or we can,
man, don't do that, man. Don't do us like that, man.
Man, come on, man.
Get Zach, man. That's the best thing we got right now. I'm going with Zach.
You know,
I'm going with Zach.
Now, or we might also facilitate a
there's
trade.
a nice nose tackle as a linebacker right there, y'all.
Well, hold on. So we could also do a trade as well.
Oh, Trevante Sweat. Oh my God.
Down. We can try and trade down or take the best player available. There's a lot of good old linemen available.
What's on the trade? What's on the trade block? Can we see what trade offers without?
So we would have to pick who we want to trade with. I have to go back up and look at the draft order.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is that too much
So,
of a hassle?
I think you gotta look at the
how many
the one
spots
that has
are
the little the phone. The phone. Look at the one that has the phone.
The one that has the
little phone call. The little.
Yeah, I mean this is this is the
Yeah,
trade
but
button.
click on the telephone.
The telephone, yeah.
I don't have any. I don't have any offers.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Really?
We had an offer, but
if we don't have no offer, you know exactly what it has to be. It has to be center.
Yeah,
that's right, brother.
Or we
10
try and
years.
trade back with either Washington, Green Bay, Houston, or the Raiders.
Houston or Green Bay.
Y'all want to try and
I
trade?
don't know who's in.
Nah.
Nah,
It's simple to me. That's take Frazier right there, bro. You need a center.
Zach Frazier, man. We need that. Ain't no need.
All right,
You need a center.
All right, so Pan, did you say Frazier?
Yes, sir. Frazier.
No,
That's
but
it for
you
me.
said but you said Frazier.
Yeah, man. We need to build that wall, man. We need to build
Pickle,
that wall.
you say
My man with bad knees ain't guaranteed to make it.
Another wall.
I passed the Pickle. You said Frazier.
Frazier, yes.
Josh, what say you, man? You say Frazier or trade back?
I'm on the fence, man. I'm thinking possibly trade back, depending on what offers you got.
Okay. Cole, what say you, man?
Austin Corbett will not be our starting center week 1, so I'm cool with that.
And Austin Corbett has 1 year left. This is
and he got bad knees, man. And he got bad knees. I give him 6 weeks.
That leg is cooked. I'm with him.
Last one, Justin. What say you? I know we have JJ too. Justin, what say you, man?
As bad as I want a receiver, I'm going Frazier too.
Frazier. All right, JJ, what say you, man?
Nah, hell yeah. Give me Frazier.
All right.
Give me that inside lineman.
With the 39th
Common sense is a beautiful thing.
A lot of folks in the chat screaming not
2024.
Frazier, but you ain't giving me no reasons. You just don't want to take him because he's from West Virginia. Give me a reason.
Bro, if y'all saw that West Virginia offensive line, y'all would know, man. Zach Frazier is him.
That dude broke his leg in the middle of the game and hobbled off with a broke leg so they wouldn't have to take a timeout. That's
Yes,
a dog,
sir.
yo.
He's a dog, baby. He's a dog.
Listen, having a little hyena in the middle of 2 gorillas. Hey,
No,
Wilson's
don't
available.
take it. The tight end's still there. That's who you got to take next. Well,
But
still there.
But Peyton Wilson's available too.
Yeah, Peyton Wilson's
listen,
there.
Listen. We have offers. The 49ers want us to go back.
Nah,
to,
decline now. We're not getting robbed.
Yeah, decline. The Jets, that's all next year. Decline. The Texans, they want us to move to 86. I would advise no. Decline.
Nah, they help us out all season, all year.
Now look at that. You're getting 4 picks this year and 2 picks next year.
Yeah, that's not real. That's not going to happen in real. That's not going to happen in real life.
You're not even moving back.
If you want to be realistic, that won't happen. No, that will not happen.
Still trying to recover from Scott Fitterer, okay? We
So,
still
hold
trying
on.
to recover from Scott Fitterer.
Would
We need
y'all-
everything
so-
we can get.
Would y'all move back 7 spots?
If that actually happens, yes, I would. But it's not
No,
going to happen.
Green Bay has another terrible offer. I'd say no to that. And Tampa
No,
has
fuck
another.
Fuck the Bucks.
Yeah,
No.
reject that.
I wouldn't take the Bucks picks just because they're the Bucks.
Anyone in the division,
I'd take
fuck
that
them.
pick. I would take the
No.
line.
All right, what do y'all say about this trade from the Lions? Y'all want to stay where we are or move back to 73 and pick up three more
Who
picks?
is available? First off, who is available?
Y'all need to remember who's on the board right now that you're looking at likely won't be there.
Yes, sir.
Where is our
sir.
next
Peyton
pick?
Wilson's
When,
getting
Look,
if we
right
accept
now-
this trade, when do we pick next?
Our next pick would be 101.
It's a long way.
And no, hell no.
No.
Hell no. I'm not
No.
taking it.
Well, the offer, they want
I
us
see
to
two
move to
people.
73.
Now, what pick again at pick 73? Or what pick again in 7 picks? But you're getting the extra 5th, extra 6th, and extra 7th.
I'll take it then.
Cody, I got to
All right.
mute myself for 30 seconds, but anything outside of Peyton Wilson right here is fucking asinine. I'm going to go ahead and
All right,
I'm
so
with
that
Cole
right
wants to
Yeah,
draft.
No, man.
Oh, wait a
Jatavian
minute.
Sanders-
We do need a linebacker real bad, bro. We do
Yeah,
need
all
a
right, so-
linebacker real bad. That Peyton
all right, so
Wilson guy, I ain't seen him
JJ,
since. I
JJ,
was
what
looking
say
at the
you?
trades.
I'm with Peyton Wilson. Let's keep the pick because you gotta think we're in rebuild mode. We need as many proven starters as possible, and I think we just need the higher pick to get that. We need more proven talent as much as possible. Peyton Wilson can be the leader of our defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a point.
All
Yeah,
right. Josh, what say
and
you,
that
man?
trade unrealistic as hell.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a mock draft simulator. I was going to do Kevin's, but I forgot his password to the PFF bullshit. But fuck
We all
PFF.
know don't nobody want to help the Panthers, right? So yeah, just
Right.
take out.
So Nova, you would accept the trade or you drafting Wilson right here, or
We need
someone else?
linebackers. We need linebackers in that Peyton Wilson fella. He's got a
Yep.
really
Yeah,
good
man. Mock
reputation
draft.
All
at
right,
what he does.
Panda, what?
I want
Panda,
that. I
what
want
say
that
you, man?
linebacker.
All right, look, man. The way I see it here, if we're going realistic here, it's either Wilson or Jatavion Sanders. Why? Because one helps one side of the ball or the other side of the ball.
Right.
And if you get Bryce more weapons, or the future guy, if it's not Bryce, more weapons, then that I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So for me, it's either one of the two guys, Wilson or Jatavion Wilson. I'm not getting the pick from the Lions.
Okay.
So I'm looking at two guys.
Okay. Pickle, what say you?
That's a great trade. But the idea of just taking a guy here, I like the idea of just taking a guy here.
All right, so
Y'all
we're gonna take
think
a guy
that
here.
Canales believe in Tommy Tremble? I don't know about Ian Thomas.
I don't think he does. So let me go to my man SC Base. SC Base, what position would you be drafting right here, man? We have Peyton Wilson available. Jatavion Sanders is available.
I like Peyton Wilson. Honestly, nobody will ever be able to replace Luke Kuechly. He's an all-time great. But I think we've been looking for somebody to kind of be Luke Kuechly-esque for a while. So we need that head on defense.
Sure, my Trotter
Yes,
still
sir.
there. Damn, that's a good.
All right, Pan, did you
Pan,
say did you say Wilson or Jatavion Sanders?
I would say, since we already got AD Mitchell, I would say Peyton Wilson. I would say Wilson.
My man Wes Justin. Would you go Peyton Wilson, Jatavion Sanders, or someone else?
I'm gonna go Wilson as well.
All right, we got Wilson. Nova Black, you say Wilson?
Nah, yeah, I'm going with Wilson. Sure.
All right, Wilson. JJ, you say Wilson?
Yeah, hell yeah. Get that quarterback of the defense, man.
All right, man. Majority rules. Peyton Wilson, you are a Carolina Panther. Let's go. All right. Fire ass.
Damn
draft
it,
so
that
far,
sounded
man.
good to me, boy. I just got to throw that out there, Cody. Thank you.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah, man. Adonai Mitchell. But we got our center.
And
A
a
plus
good
so far.
A
A plus so far. I don't give a damn.
All right,
Yes,
Denver. Denver wants to
FYI.
move back to 121.
The Jets are signing Pro Bowl, All Pro and Pro Bowl left tackle Tyrone Smith.
Oh wow, the Jets.
For A-Rod.
Damn, for A-Rod.
What are the offers? What are the
the-
offers?
So the Chargers want us to move back just a few spots.
We get an extra.
That's a nice deal. The Seahawks.
I like that one better. Yeah, we got to do that. We're going back one spot and get an extra 6.
One spot. Yes, sir.
All right. So, and then there.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So.
Wait a minute.
Because they probably want a wide receiver. As long as they don't take that running back or that safety, I'm good with it.
Yo, double dip, baby. Double dip, baby. Double dip. Hey, give me that 2 scoops, baby.
We got
Come on,
I want to go back one spot.
One spot for sure.
I want that one right there from the Seahawks.
Yeah. Let's just take that one.
No black is over.
We gotta take that one.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we are accepting the trade with Seattle. Move back one spot. Devontae Walker on the board. Let's see who's available at tight end. Let's see who's available at tight end.
You can get Sinead later.
Cody, I'm so serious. Yo, we should get Blake.
Blake Corum. I don't know if he's available.
No, I could have sworn he was on the front page.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know none of those.
Yeah,
guys.
click back on that front page. I think he was too.
We do need
a running back. Go to
on. Yeah. Oh, the running back. Oh, the running back. Yeah.
Running back. We need a big boy. Somebody that gonna.
We do need a safety though. We do need a safety.
Can't be a one-cut pony.
Nah, don't.
And we
don't disrespect Blake Height though. Like don't. He's a strong motherfucker.
Wait.
Yeah, but
we just got Fuller, didn't we?
We need a running back.
My bad. What
up? The backfield.
Hey, boys. Sorry to break the party here, but Mike Williams is visiting with us next week. I told y'all.
What?
Yo.
Let's
go.
You'll run his
You
number.
joking, right? Next week.
On top
No,
of
Mike
that,
Mike K's reporting.
All right, I'll pull it up.
I'm going to piggyback on that as well. So earlier today, I was actually out a couple minutes ago with my wife, and guy I follow on Instagram had posted the same thing. What do you guys think, Panthers Nation, about bringing in Mike Williams? And you know, call it whatever you will, whatever. But social media definitely is a thing as far as in the NFL. But Dan Morgan also had liked it. So
that's what I said. Yeah. You said that earlier. Yeah, but like, dude, I'm telling y'all are not going to be upset if Mike Williams is playing.
Yeah, absolutely not. If we sign Mike Williams, I'm going to call it right now. There's 100% chance we will not take a wide receiver in this draft.
I agree.
Yes.
With you.
I might be cool with that. Take a wide receiver in this draft starting next season, not this coming season. But the season after that, your starting wide receiver is going to be Mingo and Terrence Marshall. Maybe if
I disagree, Pickle, but
this is Terrence Marshall's last year.
Hold on.
You might be right. Yeah. Our number one starting receiver is going to be Jonathan freaking Mingo.
Hold on.
Deontay's better than he is if you want to be like that.
Go ahead, Ant. You're breaking up. So it is official that Mike Williams will be in Carolina next week to meet with the Panthers, baby.
Let's fucking go,
man.
Quick question. How old is Mike Williams? How old is he?
30 years old. He's 30 years old.
All right.
A 2-year deal.
Vet minimum? Yeah, vet minimum, right?
No. Why would he take
Hell no. You can forget that, baby.
That minimum.
He's
$10 million a year.
He's 30 years old, bro. Wide receiver?
You have to overpay him to get him. I mean, if Kansas City's knocking on his door, if you was him, why would you come to the Panthers and not go to Kansas City?
Exactly. So why would you take him and overpay him? You got plenty of wide receivers in the draft.
But here I have a question.
Not the case.
So
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
I wouldn't overpay him. You got Devontae Walker back there.
Hold on. Go ahead, Josh. Let me hear your question, Josh.
He's coming off a season-ending injury. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so now you get a chance to come to Carolina. All right, maybe on a 1-year prove-it deal, the fact that you still got it after your injury. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No. No.
I think we'll still have to
if you
pay
look
over,
back,
but
if you look back, he's coming off a season-ending injury every freaking year.
That's true.
I
is he
mean,
real? Okay, all right.
After a while, it's no more coming back. It's you're right
Injury
back where you
prone.
was. We've
He's
been down
J.C.
this
Horn
road
on the other
before.
side.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, he is an experienced he's an experienced Horn on the offensive side of the ball. You're going to spend more time on injury reserve than you are on the field.
Well, you got Thielen and you got Deontay Johnson. Both are very experienced.
Bro, that would be
you have
like
them for 1 year.
too much
Unless you re-sign
firepower
him
in
for 1 year.
Carolina. We definitely gonna run this out.
Cody
It depends. It depends on what he is willing to take for 1
I got
year.
you. Hold on a second.
It
Hey, look.
depends. That's all
Bro,
it depends.
Roddy White was a washed up number 3 and was setting Carolina on fire.
Cody, I hate UNC with a passion, but you better take Tez Walker right there with that pick, dude. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. I would take
You
Walker.
know I hate UNC,
look,
but that
man,
man is a
The
playmaker.
double scoop, baby.
Devontae Walker is available. Blake Corum is available. The running back.
I'm okay with that. Corum's got
I
heart,
want me
dude.
a running back. I
Yeah,
want
Corum's got a lot of heart. He is
Jalen
small. We don't
Bullock.
need that shit, but he's got heart.
Hey, the running back out of Wisconsin, Braylon Allen, is still
I
available.
like him, but they talked me out of it. I got a scheme fit, I heard.
Blake Corum. Give me Blake Corum in the Panthers.
Guys. Oh my God. G Baby's gonna be all over that. Spencer Rattler. Hell yeah.
Draft Spencer Rattler.
All right, so let me take a vote on this. Pickle, what say you, Devontae Walker, Blake Corum, or who do you want?
The safety from USC.
All right, one for Kalen Bullock. Panda, what say you?
I got Walker right here, man. I want to double dip. Although what
right.
Pickle said is really good too.
All right, Devontae Walker. JJ, what say you?
You said Braylon Allen was still on the board?
Yeah, Braylon Allen's available.
He is.
Nah.
Devontae Walker, Blake Corum.
Give me Blake Corum stuff. Give me Blake Corum stuff.
All right, Blake Corum. SC Base, what say you, man? Yeah, see, you still there? You still with me?
Yeah, I like the little Mighty Mouse running back, Blake Corum. He kind of reminds me of Ray Rice. He kind of reminds me of Ray Rice before the elevator incident. So
Yeah, all right. I like that comparison. Cole, what say you, man?
Best available, Cody Lack, Tez Walker.
Tez Walker. Nova Black, what say you, man?
Hey, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Slow down. Hold on. Go to the running back. See how many running backs available real quick.
Oh, Will Shipley.
How many running backs available? Okay.
Linebackers?
Okay, well, we know running backers. Nah. Blake Corum, my guy ain't there. Somebody already took him. He gone. Blake Corum.
All right, Blake Corum. All right, man. I believe we're tied up, man. Pickle, would you say? Yeah, Pickle picked the wrong. Pickle, you're gonna have to be the tiebreaker, and pick between one of them, Devontae Walker or Blake Corum.
Blake Corum.
All right, we're going running back, baby.
I ain't mad at that.
A little slower.
I'm on the opposite end of that. I'm not mad at that.
He's like odd man out.
Corum reminds me a little bit of freaking Jonathan Stewart.
He's a slower Maurice Jones-Drew, in my opinion, man.
If he can hit the holes, if he got vision, that height may be his advantage.
Do y'all want to do any? Y'all want to do any trading?
No, I don't.
But the Raiders, all the way back to 223, or we can go back 2 spots with the Bills and pick up an extra 6th round pick.
No.
Corum actually got speed.
We good, man.
Y'all want to reject this and just pick right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we got that defensive lineman from Duke right there.
Oh, that's a good one.
We need
Dwayne
a
Carter.
corner. Y'all know that. We need a corner.
You need depth. You need
corner.
depth.
You're right,
I'm
Pickle.
lo-
We do need a corner.
We need corner. Yes. Absolutely with that.
So the best
Me
available right now is
personally, I like
Andrew
Josh Newton. I prefer Josh Newton here.
Yeah, we do need corner though. We ain't getting no corners. We ain't grabbing.
So who would y'all prefer, Andrew Phillips or Josh Newton, or we can take the defensive lineman out of Duke?
Our man Diesel Skills says you can always go wrong from anybody from Kentucky. That's what he says.
We got another pick, right, Cody?
We got what?
Yeah.
We got another pick.
Yeah, you got a couple more.
Yeah, we have 3 more. No, 4. We have 4 more.
I bet.
All right, so what are we voting on here? Andrew Phillips, Dwayne Carter, Ben Sinnott, tight end out of Kansas State.
Hey, we got some defensive linemen in free agency. Let's go with that cornerback, man, Andrew Phillips. I like him too.
Andrew Phillips. All right, Nova says Phillips. Pickle, what say you?
Phillips.
Panda.
What are the other cornerbacks that are available? What are the other cornerbacks?
Corner is Andrew Phillips, Kalen King, Josh Newton, Elijah Jones, and
out of those two, the first two, I would say Kalen King. Personally, I would say King. I would say King.
Hey, there's a corner with 3 names. Y'all know we can't go wrong.
Johnny Dixon better than Kalen King, but that's my opinion.
All right,
hey,
Josh.
Luke McCaffrey.
Josh, who'd you pick?
Yo, Pickle said, yo, the guy with 3 names.
Yeah, we got to
go
give
wrong.
Luke McCaffrey and give him number 22. That way it'll make everybody with the 22.
Oh my god! Yeah, no shit.
SC base. What say you, man?
We definitely need some corner depth, so I'm taking Andrew Phillips.
Andrew Phillips. All right, Cole. What say you?
I'm drafting Lil Wayne out of Duke University. Even though my Wolfpack slapped that ass up last night, Diesel Skills. Let's go, baby.
All right, Nova Black.
Oh, yeah, I'm going cornerback, man. We need depth at corner, but we need tight ends too.
All right, man. I think Andrew Phillips has claimed the day, baby. Andrew Phillips it is.
Sorry, D's. They took somebody from Kentucky. I'm sorry, man.
At least I chose a good player. I wanted him.
I wanted Dwayne Carter too.
Good shit.
We need a corner, though. We need a corner.
Last corner I went with gave me a bad taste in my mouth.
No.
The Bills want us to move all the way back to 200.
Nope.
For another.
Tell the Bills
pick.
to go to hell.
Yeah.
No trades. Hell no.
Go Bob.
Fuck Carolina North.
So Josh Newton's still there. Yeah, maybe we should have. That's all right. So
Johnny
let's see.
Yeah, click on wide receivers. I want to see who's there.
They have an edge player there. Yeah, Muhammad Kamara. Right. You said who? Pickle wide receiver?
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, Cody. Go to corner.
TJ Washington.
We should double up on corner. Yeah, Johnny Dixon right there. That's my vote.
Y'all want Dixon over Newton?
Preferably, I want Newton.
This late in the draft, we should consider a run blocking tight end.
From what I've seen, because I live in the area.
We'll go to the tight ends.
I've seen Dixon play plenty of times. He was their best corner, in my opinion.
Dalen Holker is still available for
somebody in the chat
tight end position.
Wiley from TCU, but Jake loves the Colorado State tight end.
The Jared Wiley? Or no, Darren Holker? Dalen Holker.
Dalen Holker. Yeah, Jake loves him. I don't know why, but he does.
He might still be.
Hey, let's draft a kicker or a long snapper.
My vote would be
yeah, You
I don't
know,
know. Probably
J.J.
the edge.
getting old.
If I'm voting, I'm probably picking the edge right here, man. But what say y'all?
He's from Colorado.
I saw Tanner
I'm
McLaughlin.
Muhammad Kamara, man. We can't do enough edge rushers, man, because you can still line them up at linebacker.
Yeah, I see some Wiley in there as well. Does anyone vote for Wiley?
Not me. No. I would go for Josh Newton.
For Panda says Newton. Pickle, what say you?
The edge rusher.
Edge rusher. All right. SC base. What would you rather do here, man?
I'll just go by position.
Yeah, we need to add some more edge depth. So I like Muhammad Kamara.
All right, JJ.
Yeah, Muhammad Kamara.
All right, Cole.
T. Thomas said Kamara is nice. He's strong, he's fast, and he has a high motor.
All right, majority rules, man. Kamara it is. And
not mad at that.
Wiley might still be there later. So we'll see. The Jets want us to trade.
Bro, Satoa is there. Holy shit.
Why not? Just why not? Hell, I don't really care.
Yo,
Satoa. We need that Williams guy they got on the defensive line.
Does anybody want to move back at all? Either to 185 or 184?
No.
All right.
No, sir.
Take that one. You get 2 extra 6.
We don't want Mr. Irrelevant.
We are the real.
Y'all want?
Man, Brock Purdy showed up.
You want to grab a safety here? What y'all looking for?
I'm looking at Satoa Lamua. That's what I'm looking at.
Hey man, is this the 7th round?
Yes, sir.
The 7th
Yep.
round. You can't go wrong with the safety or a linebacker because they get to play on special teams. Y'all don't need to be looking at no starter.
We need safety.
These cats is special teams. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to draft a punter because Johnny Hecker older than dirt. When,
you can do that.
When they discovered America,
what we gonna
Christopher Columbus, right-hand man with Johnny Hecker.
Hey, so y'all want to do best player available and just grab another interior O lineman?
I mean,
what y'all about to do here?
Hey, that boy Jones from Boston College, man.
Go ahead,
he ain't no slouch. He just need a little more experience.
Who are you saying, Nova?
Elijah Jones, Boston College.
Elijah Jones.
Oh, I like that name right there, Elijah Jones. That's a song.
Now,
right
did
there.
we take a corner?
Not.
Yeah, we took Andrew Phillips earlier.
Elijah Jones.
All right, so Nova says Jones.
Hey, what's that boy Troy Pryor Jr.? He was late in the draft too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucked too.
Pickle, what say you?
What do I say? I'm going to pick the safety all the way down now that I can't pronounce that name.
Ketan Oladapo.
Yeah, just because that's a funky. I see how people can say that name.
All right, Panda, what say you?
Look, man, I like my interior line either side, so I'm going Satoa Lamua. That's what I'm going.
Yes, sir. Satoa Lamua. JJ, what say you?
Hey, he sounds Samoan.
Oh yeah,
he is Samoan.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Give me that. Utah.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with drafting Samoan.
All right.
No, you never can.
He's from Utah.
I mean,
Sweetie.
Tulule Samoan.
Yeah.
Yes,
SC base. What say you, bro?
He's Samoan or Tongan, one of the two.
I definitely like another Us on our team. They are strong
and
they're hard workers. So,
yes, sir. Cole, were you in here? Bob, yep. Cole.
I am. I was about to take that interior lineman from, is that Oklahoma? But I don't know anything about him, so I'll take the same pick as everybody else.
All right, Satoa Lumea, Carolina Panther, baby. Let's go. Bro, this is a damn good draft so far, if I do say so myself, man.
We got one more pick. Shit, fire.
One more pick.
Milton,
one more pick.
Man, he done went. Milton Jones. Looky there. There's another guy I like. There's a punter. We need to draft a punter. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Undrafted, bro. Undrafted.
Frank Gore Jr. That's what we need to draft right there, y'all. Frank Gore Jr.
No, we already
All right,
got
we're on the
Corum.
clock.
That's not a bad pick, Pickle.
All right, Frank Gore
Seventh
Jr.
round, Frank Gore Jr.
Does he
Yeah.
play?
Oh my God!
Go get him.
That's
You're
what
Frank
you
Gore
need to do
Jr.?
right there.
Is
Frank
that
Gore
Isaac
Jr.
And work the wheels
got
off
who
on
in
to
the-
see how
No,
that
y'all are sleeping on Guerrero, man. You're all sleeping on Isaac Guerrero. You're sleeping on him.
Yeah, I like
Seriously,
this dude
y'all
too.
are
He
sleeping
might
on
be
him.
from,
drafted him
but he's a
earlier.
Cardinal.
I'm
so.
vote. Hey, I agree with Panda. I'm voting.
No,
Guerrero.
he's a Louisville guy. He's a Louisville because I can't say Louisville. He's a Louisville guy.
Yeah, you got it.
He is absolutely. He's going to be your number one running back. He's going to be your number one running back. He's not going to be. He's going to surpass Chuba. I'm telling you that right now. He's going to surpass Chuba.
He not
I
better
like
than
how
Corum.
He's
Panda
number
called
one.
his shot.
Just for the hell of
Panda
it,
called
click on
his shot.
quarterbacks. I'm
So
just curious
you know
to
what? And
see.
just because Panda called his shot, I'm on his team.
Yes,
bro. I'm
sir.
picking Isaac Guerrero.
Yes, sir.
Pickle,
Guerrero,
what say
he's
you?
going to do it. I'm telling y'all.
Pickle, what say you?
I don't care. Click on quarterback. I want to see who's available.
Come on, Pickle.
No damn quarterback, Pickle.
I'm not.
That's a conviction, Pickle. Come on now.
Whatever.
Hey, we're gonna draft Tuba's little brother, or not. JJ, what say you, man?
Grando.
Guerrero, SC base. What you saying, man?
I'm gonna go against
Eddie
Graham.
never
Let's go.
been
Let's go Frank Gore Jr. Let's go Frank Gore Jr.
When
Gore
Eddie was
Jr.
born,
All right,
his
Nova
mama-
Either
Black.
or is good. Either or is good. I ain't mad at it.
Nova Black, you
You
still
good, bro?
with me? All right, we'll go to
Yeah,
Cole.
I'm here. This is the seventh round. I want me a kicker. Let me get a kicker.
They won't draft a kicker. They all scared of him.
Damn that.
right.
There's some good kickers.
But do we really even know any of these dudes though?
Hell no.
Hell no, man.
Hey, get the guy from Alabama. He's from Alabama. You know he got.
Cole, what say you,
And
man?
don't get the guy from California.
Pick any kicker.
Every time the
Cole.
Carolina Panthers draft somebody from
I'm trying to think who's better.
Go with
running
Isaac, man.
back.
Isaac, that running back, bro. You
Now,
can't
I
go
know
wrong with
that
no running back.
Guerrero is like 6'3", 220 something, right?
Bro, he's a fucking mauler, bro.
Yeah, he's
Had
a
nothing
He's
like
a
that no
dog.
more. Hey, if that'll
We
get
need
Miles
something that hit
Sanders
like
off
a
this
hammer.
fucking team, you can sign me up for him right now. So hit me
All
up.
right.
That's
Isaac
right.
Guerrero, you are a Carolina
San
Panther.
Francisco usually have 4 or 5 running back that knock your head off.
Man.
Boom,
Guerrero.
boom. Bro, look
Bro.
at this draft.
Double digit wins, bro. Double digit fucking wins.
What was our grade on? Well, fuck.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, baby. Let me bring this.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So at 33, the Panthers select Adonai Mitchell. We follow it up with Zach Frazier. We follow it up with Peyton Wilson. We follow that up with Blake Corum. Then they go to Kentucky, then get Andrew Phillips, Mohamed Kamara, edge out of Colorado State. At 179, we take the Samoan Satoa Lumea. And then we close it all out with running back out of Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. That's right, T. Thompson. We took 2 running backs because Dave Canales said we were running the football, baby. Let's go.
Black chicken, go out, bro.
I think we're gonna get at least 3 out of the top
you
first
suck.
4 right.
Hey, Blackshear got to do punt return duty. Did Guerrero do punt return duty?
I don't think he does, but I believe somebody else does. I think in the wide receiver. I think he does. Not sure who, but I'm pretty sure he does.
See, hey, go down. See, y'all know this draft all fucked up anyway. Malik Neighbors went number 1 to the Bears. Y'all know that's fucked up. I mean, come on. Y'all know that bullshit, right? I mean, there is absolutely no way on earth anybody could take mock draft seriously. I did a mock draft the other day, and the first overall pick to the Chicago Bears was a freaking left tackle.
Death's fucking kiss.
Drake
So what are y'all thinking of this?
he didn't get to like the 10th pick.
What are y'all thinking of this this Friday free-for-all mock draft, baby?
Marvelous.
Fabulous.
I'm thinking this Isaac Garendo guy is gonna put some people on notice.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep pounding, baby.
Keep pounding, man.
There's
That
gonna
was
be
a hell
some
of a
people
draft.
out of the building if we draft his ass.
Oh yeah, man, dude. I'm loving what we did, boys. I'm gonna post that up on the Twitter machine. Hey, but before I jump out of here, I gotta get in my bro, Kyle, Charlotte Sports 1. Kyle, what's up, dude?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Big time chilling, brother. How you feeling?
Oh man, another great day. I mean, to be honest, everybody after 65, I really didn't know too much about in your mock draft there, but you got A.D. Mitchell and Peyton Wilson, so I'm happy.
And Corum. Can't be mad at Corum.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, JJ. I only know the first 3 picks on a player like I've seen their play kind of take. So I haven't seen Blake Corum, so I can't say one way or the other. You know what I mean? But I can say the first 3 picks were pretty good.
The Michigan Wolverines rode him to the national championship.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right. Hell yeah.
He's a
Well,
dog.
hey, if he's a dog, and he played in a bowl game and in a championship team. Well, that's shit, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. And Kyle, since you're a little bit late joining the show, let me go back to you and ask, what do you feel about Dan Morgan and what he's done through free agency? What do you feel about the defensive players that we've brought on? And who's been your favorite free agent pick thus far?
All right, so I'll start it off with saying I had high optimism last year after they sold me a bunch of bullshit. So, the fact that there's, actual plan, actual scheme, actual, thought process into who the fuck we're signing, who we're letting go, maybe it created holes, but it all has a cohesive kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? Where it's going to be 11 people on the field actually playing their roles in a team game to win the fucking game. So, I mean, for me, I was optimistic last year. I'm more than optimistic this year. And optimistic for me is still 5 wins. I'm not expecting to be top of the top. I'm expecting to be better than the bullshit we saw last year. I'm expecting to see Bryce have more time to deliver balls. I'm expecting receivers to be able to get open more so that he can have catches and not drops. I'm expecting the line to hold up better so that he doesn't get sacked 62 times in the season. I'm expecting a lot of things to change that we were very upset with last year. And I think the biggest thing that I like about this signing, or the signings that we've seen so far, is probably either Deontay Johnson, because he could be a number 1 receiver for us if we don't hit on anybody big time. Or my other big one, I mean, we're all gonna talk about how awesome it is to have 2 stud guards, and they are mammoths of human beings. But I like the Shon Robinson signing for the defensive tackle, putting somebody right next to Derek Brown to give him a little bit of help. So we're not just talking about how he's just getting double teamed every play. Maybe there's a chance that he doesn't get double teamed now that there's more people on the line that can eat, eat those tackles and guards up. So
That's
we
right.
got two fat boys on the line now.
That's what I'm saying. I really feel like they've done really well on the line on both sides. And Deontay Johnson, we can all tell that was a fucking steal and an amazing signing for what we got. The Panthers are such a small market that they're never going to, well, I'm not going to say never, but I'm going to say that right now, in the way the organization is run, that they're not going to get these big names, the targets that don't want to come to Carolina because it's a small market. And, so getting somebody of decent skill and hopefully we can change that work ethic. But overall, I'm real happy about it. And, I think we're doing all right.
I definitely believe that we're trending in the right direction, man. Very well said, Kyle. And hey, by the way, Nirvash with the $10, man. $10 love bombs is best bot draft I've seen. Great job, you guys, man. We're loving doing the mock draft. We're having a fun time doing it. If the board felt like that, dude, that would be a dream come true. Let me tell you. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic free for all, man. Fantastic show in general tonight, man. Everyone's been incredible. We're going to wind it down here, man. I'm going to get everyone's final thoughts for the show and just overall what the Panthers have done. Yeah,
Brian Burns is sending us a message.
Who?
Carolina Panthers a while ago said thank you at Fire Brian Burns 99. Brian Burns says, "Love you, Queen City. Keep pounding."
Yeah, I saw that, man. Hey, salute to Brian. Happy for him, brother. Make your money up there and
make your money up
New
here.
York. Yeah, and
make
good
sure
luck
the New York
everywhere.
With your ass apart.
Everywhere instead of Carolina. Good luck. Good luck. But all right, man, I'm gonna close the show out. Let me give everyone their last final say so on the show. SC based. We appreciate having you back on the show, man. Give us your final thoughts for the show tonight.
Yeah, Cody, thanks for having me on. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely like the moves that Dan Morgan has made so far. And let's hope he does the same good job of going into the draft. As always, keep pounding. And let's keep striving.
Keep pounding, man. Keep striving. We appreciate you jumping on here as usual. My man Kyle, I know you just jumped on, man.
Hey, it's cool.
Yeah,
I've been on the stream the whole time you've been here, man. I've been in the chat.
I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we're gonna jump off here soon. Hey, real quick, do you think that we should get a wide receiver in the draft or free agency? How would you go about that? Oh, and Mike Williams. What do you make of Mike Williams visiting with the Panthers next week?
I think Mike Williams is going to be too expensive.
Oh, okay.
Too old. Too injury prone.
So I mean, there's those are things too. People, but, right. There's those things too. But I'm just the number.
Yeah, you might as well sign
for a team with 20 holes going into the season. I don't think anybody's worth crazy big money. I mean, I think you make your splashes in the wide receiver market or the cornerback market or the running back. I think you make those splashes next year or the year after next year. I don't think you make those moves this year. So personally, I think you draft him.
All right. Well, that's that, man. I appreciate your perspective. My man Kyle, Charlotte Sports One. We appreciate you, brother.
He's always late.
Always late, every time.
Always late.
Panda.
He does that so he don't get he does that so he don't hear that word. You know that.
Oh man, I wish I could be here when y'all open and be here the whole time. I wish I could.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all boys. Panda, just second time on the show. You were fired tonight, brother. Please come on more often. We enjoyed your presence. Enjoyed your insight. Tell us your final thoughts for the show tonight, brother.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm actually from outside of the market, so I'm not inside of you guys' market. I'm actually from international, so I'm actually from Mexico. So my perspective is going to be a little bit different, but here's what I have to say. I really do love what Dan Morgan is doing. He has a vision. He has a vision. It's not what we've seen before. That people, for example, Rule had to maybe take off like what we actually had, the keep pounding mantra. He wanted to put his own thing. That wasn't working. Then we had I forget the other guy that took over. Honestly, is that bad that I don't remember his freaking name. But he was that bad. He was that.
We don't even
bad.
have to speak their name around here. We hear you, brother.
I'm not going to because he's irrelevant.
That's
what we have right now is people that have a vision and they know exactly what they want to do. So what they want to do is give Bryce or the future person something, a foundation. We have a foundation now, which excites me. It really excites me because as a Panther fan, I know that at least we have something to look forward to in the future. That's what we have to look forward to. We have something to look forward to in the future. If Bryce doesn't work out, I'm not saying that I don't want him to work out. I'm just saying that if he doesn't work out, there's going to be somebody else that it can be plugged in, and it's going to work out. So I am actually excited about that. I absolutely excited about that. And before, I didn't feel that. I did not feel that maybe anybody else would actually have. Canales actually has a vision, and he knows what he wants. So, all the moves that we've been doing, fixing the trenches, which is like the most basic thing, having the defensive line and the offensive line in sync, that to me is something so specific and so good because we need that. Bryce is actually going to have something in fruition and have something good about that. So to me, that makes me feel so good about the future, And everything that's been said, oh, we didn't get a 2 first rounds for the fucking Brian Burns. Shut the fuck up. We got a second, okay? That's what we got. That's what we got. Thank you, Pickle. That's what we got, okay? That was in the past. Here we in the future. That's what we got. Morgan actually made that happen. A second round pick that's almost in the first, a 39th pick. I'm sorry, but that's actually good. That's really good. So we have a foundation we can work on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So to me, that's fantastic. Two thumbs up. I am excited about this. Before I was skeptical, but right now, Mr. Morgan, you have my freaking thoughts. You have my eyes on you. Okay, I see you, sir. I see you. I recognize you, and I'm actually excited about the next season that we're gonna see. So to me, guys, I'm cautiously optimistic. But to me, honestly, oh God, if they hit the draft,
it's looking up.
There's nowhere to go but up when you're bottom.
Nowhere to go but up.
We were the bottom. We were the bottom.
You've been incredible tonight, man. Thanks so much.
We were the bottom, guys.
Yeah, hey,
So
we
that's all
appreciate
I
you
have to say.
joining. Yeah, hey, we appreciate you joining from Mexico, brother. Hey, we're continuing
Shoot
to
us
try and
sleep.
grow. We're continuing to try and grow our fan base for the Panthers and for C3 Nation. Yo, we appreciate you, man. You were awesome. Next up, my man who very kindly donates a $15 love bomb at the end of the show. Nova Black, you are loved here at the C3 Panthers podcast, brother. You were fired tonight like you always are. Give me your final thoughts for the show tonight, man.
All right, I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. I love what Dan is doing. He was left with the mess that Federer made. He has a vision, and not only him, but Canales has a vision. We know what we have in the defensive coordinator. Looking at the team last year, how we performed, like I said several times, the only resemblance of a professional football team we saw was on the defensive side. Despite losing so many people, rookies, etc., backup stepped in and they held up. We got rated this big prestigious defense, but it wasn't really that because everybody was running all through us. Dan shirred up the line. He made the moves that were necessary. In order to rebuild, you have to tear it down first. Tear it down to only the pieces that you absolutely need to build upon. And if the pieces that you believe in, that you can build upon, which your core pieces aren't there, you be willing to part with those and settle with the ones that are willing to take the deal that are more beneficial to the team long term into the future. That's what we see. Dave Canales, the new head coach, he's offensive minded. He has an actual plan. And him and Dan are working together because, like they said, they still got to get to know each other and what they want as far as players goes. From what I see, we're going to build that wall. Thank God. We've been begging for that forever. And things are going to be well-rounded for the first time in a long time. I can't say that the only place that we can go is up because I've seen time and time again in the NFL coming into the first season with the new system, teams struggle to learn the system, sometimes because of how advanced it is and because the system's not simplified. Hopefully Dan Canales don't make that mistake. They say he's good with quarterbacks. We'll see. Hopefully that we can come in and hit the ground running because I've seen quarterbacks go from the Super Bowl to the bottom tier like Colin Kaepernick because they keep changing head coaches and offensive coordinators. To truly build a good quarterback, he needs to have a consistent head coach, consistent coordinator, consistent system for at least 4 years. And if he doesn't have that, then you're interrupting his development, having to change the system because look at Cam Newton in his later years going to New England, having to learn that new system. He wasn't the Cam we know in 2015, 2016, 2014 even. So I want to try to wrap this up with I think things are going in the right direction. We can get excited about the moves that he's making, but I'm not excited about nothing until I see product on the field.
Yes, sir.
Preach. Keep pounding, man.
On that.
Well said, man. Hey, y'all are bringing the fire tonight, boys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make the free for all what it is. Great show. Great words by everybody. That keep pounding spirit is alive in this fan base, baby. I love to see it. I love to see it. JJ, you still with me, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Give me your final words for the free for all, man.
Man, you know what it is. Get at us on X and Twitter X. Get at us on the Spaces on Mondays and Thursdays. Pickle or Jacob actually might host one after the Friday free. So you can catch us there. Get some more Panther opinions off. You know, go look at football. You're gonna have more fan interactions and have a great time, man. I really hope everyone have a great weekend. And we're going to keep pounding.
Yes, sir. Keep pounding, JJ. I appreciate you, brother. Cole, let me go to you.
Cody, I want to be very direct with mine. I'm just very proud that I'm to the point where I've seen a few things, and it might not get us one more win where I can be optimistic because I see some competency going on with what we're trying to do, and I know kind of what we may be going towards. And we sat through 2 coaching regimes where I had no fucking clue who we were from start to end. So it's nice to see us going in the direction. Let's keep pounding, brother.
Keep pounding, man. Appreciate you, Cole. Fire as always. And last but not least, we normally end it with my man Diesel Skills, but you know what? Deez has earned a night off from closing out the show. Panther Pickle, I'm going to give you the distinction tonight.
Pressure Pickle.
Get us out of here, man.
Pickle.
Y'all.
Shut the hell up.
We for 6 years. For at least 6 years. JJ, shut the hell up. For 6 years. For 6 long, hard fought, ugly years. We've had to put up with trash. We put up with trash offensive line, trash quarterbacks, trash kickers, trash. But the only damn person on this entire team that wasn't trash was the freaking long snapper. And that's sad. Now, all that being said, dude, he's been here since 2009, so he don't even fucking count. So, damn, I need that job. But anyway, so, but now for the first time in at least 10 years, I've seen in a season like this after a disaster, I said it here a few weeks ago, the thread of hope. That thread's a little bit thicker now. I see people making comments that we could go to the Super Bowl, which I don't think we will. I've seen people say that we could go to the playoffs. I don't think we will. I would hope that, but I don't think we will. But it's the faith. It's the spirit, the determination. That's what keep pounding means. Keep pounding means if you have a goal, pound for it. Don't stop, pound for it. If your knuckles get bloody, pound it anyway. You know, but that's what we got to do. Okay. We can cry and boo-hoo about players we've lost, but it doesn't no good. You could cry because, I can tell you right now that I was incensed with rage when we drafted a defensive tackle named Vernon Butler when we had 2 Pro Bowl tackles on our roster already, and we had great players on the field, on the draft board. But it did no good. I can tell you right now how angry I was when we let Julius Peppers walk away and join the Bears and make less money than we offered. But it does no good. You can cry all day long to all these players that go to other teams. Guess what? Sometimes they all have different reasons. Some of it's financially motivated. Some of it's because they're an older player. They want to win somewhere. Some of it, like Frankie Louvu, just because he liked his scheme fit better. This is their job. It's not Madden. They have a right to go somewhere that they're wanting. Somebody earlier today had made a mention that T. Higgins was in handcuffs because or he was in jail because being stuck on the Bengals. Well, that's what the franchise tag is. Imagine a world in the NFL when you didn't have a franchise tag and they didn't exist, where a player's contract ended, he could go wherever the hell he wants to, and you couldn't throw a franchise tag and keep him longer. That's the way it should be, but it's not. The NFL rules are changing. In a few weeks, there's going to have a league meeting. You're going to hear a lot more about rule changes. You're going to hear a lot more about different things. There's a reason why some of these teams, including the Panthers, are targeting kick returners and punt returners, because the rule's going to change. You need to look into that. If you Google that, you'll find that out. Kick return changes in 2024. We went over it in spaces. We'll likely have a space tonight after the show. JJ and Jake.
I'll be there, brother.
Trying to talk me into it.
Down for that.
I'm not really into it. Y'all know me. I like to go to bed. I got to work in the morning, but I'm a man of the people, so that's what it is. So
you're gonna be on, brother. You're gonna be on.
So, y'all, if you're connected to Twitter, hit me up, hit JJ up, Diesel Skills. Y'all hit us up because I trust me.
And they're doing those spaces all the time.
C3 in your name, you won't regret it.
Hey man, C3 family, man. Hey, C3 is for everybody, every Panther fan. Take care of any and every opinion that they have, man.
If one person, if one other fan base or one reporter jumps you because of your opinion, your family got your back.
Absolutely. C3 Legion, baby. Be strong out here. Hey man, my name is Kony Ealy. This has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. We will be back this next Tuesday with another edition of our flagship show. And look out for draft content this week. I don't know what day it'll be, but we're going to do a draft show, a full draft show at some point this week and look at some of these prospects. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you for spending your time with the C3 Panthers podcast. Once again, I am Kony Ealy. And you already know what we're about to do, baby. Keep pounding.
Keep